Test 1, 2. Okay, I think we're back live for Thursday, January 22nd, part 2. And we had a major catastrophe. Absolute major catastrophe. Let's see here. What happened? All right, so Kiss. Black Sabbath was at 45. Kiss was at 50 with Alex Kane. Okay, 50 of Alex Kane. And then Snatch It Back. Kept wanting that. Snatch It Back. Devin Reese claimed Snatch It Back. All right, that's Devin Reese. All right, let me restart here. All right, I got to update this. All right. So, let me figure out what's going on. Well, I think I've got it figured out. The printer just started working. I heard it. That's great. I got to change some titles now. Okay, so sorry about all that. That was wild. Here's what we're going to do is I got to reshare everything. Let's re-hit the like button. Let me edit this. We're going to say this stream has ended. Part 2 is now live. Asterisk, asterisk, asterisk. All right. Yeah, we don't really know what happened. That was strange. Like Laura came up here and was like, "Hey, you're off the air," and I was totally surprised because comments were still coming through. And then, sure enough, eventually it kind of crashed, and then we all kind of got together. Melanie was having trouble connecting, but we're back, and I'm sitting down on an empty crate as I update these titles. I'm going to put this as part 2, Thursday, 11:23, and let me put a dash right there. All right. And I was in the middle of the feed crashed right after I said cult of personality. So they might have heard something, thought we were some kind of cult, and they crashed us. Who knows? I don't think that was what happened, though. Let me go over here and let me delete the old feed, old comment, and this comment. And let's get everything reshared. All right. Let's hit copy link. Right there. Okay, and now YouTube. Okay, let's relock. Share. Okay, and there's Facebook. Get that shared. I'm gonna, since it's a lot earlier than normal, I'm gonna repost the links. That's what I'm doing. I'm reposting the links like I usually do in the comments of the hot post. And so back to Black Sabbath and back to Kiss. Alex Kane, are you watching? I'm going to make sure Alex Kane is back on. And then I think the last bit on Black Sabbath was $45 with Kevin Brown. Kevin Brown. And everybody's getting back on. And we don't know what happened. It was like a total internet failure, but I was doing speed test and we were connecting. It's like we had just a weird problem there for a split second. And it totally crashed everything. But we're back up. The new the Facebook chat, or the Facebook should say part 2, Thursday, 11/23. If you're hearing me say this, we're live anyway. I thought I was going to use my hotspot there for a second. And let me jump over here. And there's that. Okay. Now, I think that's everything. I'm about to resume. Give me 1 second. And I just got to get this on YouTube, or get this back on our story. $47 people and 13 likes. Unacceptable over on YouTube. Here we have it. All right. So, was it Devin Reese wanted Snatch It Back? Devin Reese wanted Snatch It Back, right? Devin Reese. That was one of the last things I had on my old chat. And we can go back when Melanie watches this. But he kept on trying to claim it, Snatch His Back. I think that was Devin Reese, okay? Alex Kane, You Get Kissed for $50. And now we're back with Black Sabbath. Noah Farrell has it for $46, okay? Marianne, yeah, you had a few claims. Yeah, I was going, let's just show those again. And Marianne, the best I remember, you were the only one that was commenting. Of course, that might have been just because that's the only thing come in. Let me know. And I was putting down a new auction. Wow, we're back up to 170 viewers. Wow. We have Living Color, Cult of Personality. Living Color, Cult of Personality. Super clean. And this was a $10 start. Cult of Personality and Funny Vibe. That's the original 7-inch single, okay? And I think the last batch I showed was these. Count Basie in disco order, volume 14, 1942-1945, $9.99. We had Jay McShann, The Big Apple Bash, $14.99. Sonny Terry and Brownie McGee, Hometown Blues, sealed $29.99. Blue Spoon, Jimmy Witherspoon, $39.99. And then I stopped at Lal Fulson, which is Chess Blues Masters Series 2, Lal Fulson's and Shrink Wrap, $19.99. Black Sabbath is a 1971 US OG Terre Haute. Now the disc and the matrix and everything is OG. Now among some of the first pressings, there's some label variants. This one says Master. The true first labels had a misprint, Masters. This one has a misprint as well, though. They misspell Iomi. I-O-O-M-I. It says Iumi. Okay? The new bid on that just came in with Noah Farrell at $46. Before we crashed, Kevin Brown had it for $45. So, Kevin, if you're still watching, Noah's in at $46, and we have resumed bidding on that. Cult of Personality, Living Color, is a $10 start. We have Michael Butler on Jimmy Witherspoon, Marianne on Sonny Terry, Marianne on BS, LF. That is, LF was Lal Fulson. What was BS? Big Apple Bash, Count Basie. The only thing I didn't get there, Mary, was the BS. Now Black Sabbath has new bids for $50 and $50. Let's continue. So when we When we have the when we had the feed crash, we was in the middle of a bin of new arrivals. We still got plenty of auctions to put up, and we got all kinds of stuff. We're right in the middle of a sale. Nothing has really changed. We have Picking at the Paradise live. This is $9.99. This is a live feed. You are here. We had a crash earlier, Chris. Welcome. Black Sabbath has new bids 50 and 50. Cult of Personality does have a bid for $10. Next is the All-Stars from Charlotte, Virginia. Tip your waitress. That is sealed for 19. So, Mary, you were second on Witherspoon. Mississippi's Big Joe Williams and his 9-string guitar. Recorded and supervised by Robert G. Coaster, Folkways Records. 62S mono sealed, $79.99. Final call on Living Color, Cult of Personality. We have one bid for $10. Also, the Allman Brothers bands, Brothers and Sisters. The Allman Brothers is a really clean copy, $29.99. Marianne got Mississippi. That's sold to Marianne. We also have Harry Nilsson, A Little Touch of Schmilson in the Night, $19.99. Michael, you were second on Big Joe. Seals and Croft is $14.99. Nick Bargeron, you're out on Black Sabbath. I have not heard back from you. Noah Farrell, you're out on Black Sabbath. I have not heard back from you. And we have Grazing in the Grass, the Friends of Distinction. That's just called Grazing. Hadn't seen that in a while. $19.99. Also, we have Leonard Skinner, Nothing Fancy. $34.99 for Leonard Skinner, Nothing Fancy. Clean record, $34.99 there for Leonard. Carlos Santana, Havana Moon. Carlos Santana's $19.99. New bid on Black Sabbath, Joshua's out. And the Swingin' Small Bands, that's 1937, 1939, $14.99. I can't believe it, but there is only one bid on Living Color, and that's over $10 to Jared McLaughlin. Cult of Personality 7-inch single. Gregory Roberts, you're first on Allman Brothers Band. That is so to Gregory Roberts. Also, we have Gordon Lightfoot, Summertime Dream. Gordon Lightfoot is $24.99. Summertime Dream. It does have the original inner sleeve. Black Sabbath has a bid for $57. And Huey Lewis and the News Collected. I remember having those originally. That's now back out of print with Music on Vinyl. Huey Lewis and the News Collected from Music on Vinyl, $39.99. It's a 2 LP. Pretty much about the only Huey Lewis and the News that was in print. And now it's no longer in print. $39.99 on that. Black Sabbath still getting bids, $55, $57. Let's revisit our auction bin. And right before I put up that Kiss and the Black Sabbath, I mentioned some nudie. And here it is. This is a bootleg. This is unofficial release, interviews likely from the erotic era. And it's some sort of nudie Madonna thing here. And this person is completely nude. I'll give you one quick glance, and that's all you see. And that's a $45 start. $45 start. And this is a $45 start. Is this actually Madonna? No, I don't think so. What's on the backside? Madonna, Spank, limited edition. Madonna Spank, limited edition. That's going up for a $45 start. We have Alan Parsons Project, Ammonia Avenue, $14.99. That is nudie Madonna on the cover. And Phil Collins Face Value, $19.99. Also, the Honey Drippers Volume 1, $14.99. And we have Blondie Parallel Lines, $29.99. That's a young Madonna. And she is naked. $45 start. Next thing we have is Black Sabbath, $55. Black Sabbath, $57. Black Sabbath, $58. Tim Graham wants the Huey Lewis and the News Collected. That is sold. And yeah, maybe Madonna, that was possibly shown topless. Yep. I've already showed you a peek. You may get one more here in just a second before I call it sold. There we have it. Madonna is at $45. Let's go through these one more time, okay? Joshua's out on Black Sabbath. Nick, it may be going to you. $58 on that. We have Madonna at $45. Let's go ahead and put up some new auctions. And the next new auctions are as follows. I'll do them in just a second. First thing, now let's recap this bin one more time. These are all new arrivals. Price is marked. And the first thing I have for you is Fleetwood Mac, Mystery to Me. Fleetwood Mac is EX Edition, $21.99. Brooke Benton today. Brooke Benton, VG Condition, $9.99. The Statlers, Atlanta Blue, VG Plus, $9.99. Lighthouse, One Fine Morning, VG Plus, $9.99. Olivia's Greatest Hits Volume 2, EX, $17.99. Poco, Indian Summer, VG Plus, $11.99. Pat Travers Band, Heat in the Street, VG, $9.99. Nicolette Larson, All Dressed Up and No Place to Go, EX, $11.99. The Nighthawks, EX, $17.99. Hot Lips Page, 1938-1940, sealed, $9.99. Brian Call got Fleetwood Mac. Tracy McFadden got Poco. Tracy McFadden got Poco. We have Dave Spector and Barkin Bill Smith, Bluebird Blues featuring Ronnie Earl. That is sealed, $24.99. We have Julie Burrell, Bad Atlantitude Blues. Is that what that says? Bad Attitude Blues, excuse me. Bad Attitude Blues, sealed, $14.99. And Eric Clapton Journeyman's and Shrink, $34.99. Black Sabbath is officially sold to Nick Bargeron for $58. Nick, that is sold to you. That is sold to you for $58. Time for new auctions, and we're moving Madonna to a final call. I'm going to show you the details on that one more time. First, Bob Panozniak got Lighthouse. That sold to Bob Panozniak. Marianne on Bluebird, and that was Bad Attitude, Bluebird Blues. Marianne also on Bad Attitude, and Brian DeLeon on Journeyman from Clapton. That has that hit song, Pretending. Welcome all first-time buyers, okay? And then this is Madonna. This is an interview picture disc, and it is an unofficial. It's likely from the erotica era. It is a picture disc, and that is a final call for $45. Madonna, there's one bid, okay? It's a unofficial bootleg nude picture disc. Also, Chick Willis, Footprints in My Bed, $14.99. Count Basie and Disco Order, Volume 14, $9.99. Jay McShann, The Big Apple Bash, $14.99. Pickin' at the Paradise, live. That's in Shrink, $9.99. The All-Stars from Charlottesville, Virginia, Tip Your Waitress. That's sealed for $19.99. Nielsen, A Little Touch of Schmilson in the Night, $19.99. And Seals and Croft, Get Closer, $14.99. Next is a Pink Floyd picture disc. Interesting. This is an unofficial. This is Pink Floyd, a bootleg, an unofficial 1991 Italian unofficial picture disc recorded live at the Ivor Wynne Stadium in London, UK, June 28, 1975. It's a bootleg live Pink Floyd picture disc. That's the picture disc. It did come in a jacket. Here it is. It opens up like this with that artwork again. Kind of has the Wish You Were Here. The picture disc tucks inside of that where you can see it. Wow. I've never seen that before. Pink Floyd picture disc bootleg. Samuel's back in on Madonna at $55, and Pink Floyd's a $65 start. Finishing up this bin, that's great stuff there. Friends of Distinction, Grayson, $19.99. Leonard Skinner, Nothing Fancy, $34.99. That is on the MCA label. That's a clean copy with the original inner sleeve. Also, Carlos Santana, Havana Moon, $19.99. Teresa's in on Pink Floyd at $65. The Swingin' Small Bands, $37.39. That is sealed for $14.99. Gordon Lightfoot, Summertime Dream. The Wreck of the Edmund Fitzgerald with the original inner sleeve, $24.99. Madonna, $55. Pink Floyd, $65. Alan Parsons Project, Ammonia Avenue, $14.99. Phil Collins, Face Value, $19.99. In the Air Tonight. Honey Drippers, Robert Plant, Jimmy Page, $14.99. Pink Floyd has a new bid for $66. And Blondie, Parallel Lines, is $29.99. The album before Lightfoot is Jazz Heritage Series, Volume 25. The Swingin' Small Bands, $37.39. Sealed, $14.99. I'm going to take a drink of water. Samuel's in a Madonna. I'm waiting to make sure Chad doesn't want to bid again, and he does. Teresa, you've been outbid on Pink Floyd. Water. I needed it. Here we go. So, they're still bidding on Madonna, and now there's new bids on Pink Floyd. Now, who wanted the Bruce Springsteen? I read that, but I didn't acknowledge it. Jamie Tucker wants the Bruce Springsteen from earlier. Okay, here's what we're about to do. It's that time of night, about the same time last night, where I had a crate condensing party. And that's where I'll take everything that hadn't sold, and I'm going to try to condense a lot of this over here into some crates, okay? First thing, I'm going to take these box sets that didn't sell, and I'm going to put them right over here so I can put these in here. Pink Floyd has new bids. Madonna is a nude interview picture disc. Okay, we got to make sure we include that word nude in there. Probably has a lot to do with a lot of value. I think if it was just an interview picture disc, probably wouldn't be worth as much. But she's nude, and I think the value has greatly increased on that item. And the high bid on it right now is $70. I'll give the details and maybe even show it one more time. Pink Floyd has a new bid for $67. Gordon Lightfoot was Summertime Dream, $24.99. Summertime Dream. So let me start moving some stuff around. Here was the first crate of condensed stuff. And then we had this crate and this crate. Let me move these forward. All right. And then this was new vinyl I went through just a second time, mostly to pull some flip videos. Let me go ahead and set this right here next to me. And then let's go ahead and see. This was the next crate. Is that new stuff or is that stuff I retagged? That stuff I retagged as well. This is new stuff, I believe. Where's the new stuff from the night? That's what I'm looking for. The new stuff must be in this next crate, I think. There was new vinyl tonight, wasn't there? Am I crazy? Or I must have it all on the table. Yeah, all the new vinyl must be on the table. There's the Green Day I was looking for earlier. Somebody bought this in the video. I got to pull that before I lose it again. There it is. Okay. Doing a little bit of crate condensing so I can figure out what is left and what to show. And I'll come back and update everybody on comments in just a second. Okay. Now, first is Brian Call says he'll take Gordon Lightfoot. Let me find that before it gets lost. And then there's Jamie Tucker's Born in the USA. So this is sold to Jamie Tucker, Born in the USA, gold stamp promo, nice. And then Brian Call wants the Gordon Lightfoot from the last crate, which I'm going to bring over right now. Summertime Dream. All right, that's sold to Brian Call. Now, let me move this empty full crate right over here. Let me move this right here. And I guess tonight's newest stuff is, just these 4 records and whatever's over here next to me. So I need to go through this one. And I got to look up who got Green Day, and I still got some stuff to tagged, okay? Let me put those back there. Very quickly, I got to run through these. The wreck of the Edmund Fitzgerald. Okay. All right, so all right. Madonna, Chad Sauls never did say out. Yeah, Chad, you never have said out. Samuel has it for $70. This is a unofficial picture disc, Nirvana, interviews, nude, final call, and that is at $70, okay? $70. Now, Pink Floyd is another picture disc and another bootleg, and it's a live concert. Pink Floyd has a high bid of $70 with Chad Sauls. If you're not Chad, you don't have the high bid, He has it for $70. That's our only two current auctions right now. They're both about to sell. Gregory, the Blondie Parallel Lines was an OG. There's no condition notes. It's $29.99. Okay? That's available. Teresa has bid on there is a bid on, there's a new bid on Pink Floyd. Okay, first thing is the following. Let's run through these very quickly. What concert's Pink Floyd? This is Ivor Wynne Stadium, London, UK, June 28th, 1975. Chad, you've been outbid. Ivor Wynne, June 28th, 1975. Gregory does want Blondie. That's our first record in this next crate. And, sorry, something's come up. I'm reading a message. Okay. Always something. Okay. So this Green Day is sold to Torona Shocker, but put it on Matt Shocker's invoice. Okay. So Green Day, that is Green Day Greatest Hits. Sell that to Torona Shocker. Matt Shocker gets it though. Put it on Matt Shocker's invoice. Okay. That is sold to him. So let's go ahead and sell Madonna. Madonna is sold, and that is sold to Samuel Kopich for $70. And now Pink Floyd has a new bid for $85. Everything in here is new and sealed. Everything in here is new and sealed. And the first thing, I'm going to make sure I've pulled everything in here. The first thing I'm looking for is that, and I think I've pulled everything except the Warren Zevon from yesterday for Aaron. But the reason I'm going through this, the first half is the newest new vinyl from tonight, very quickly. And then this is some stuff I've shown before, but it needs to be shown again. Iron Maiden, Peace of Mind, $33.99. The Beatles, Past Masters, two of those left, $49.99. Three Iron Maiden Killers. Stevie Nicks, Belladonna Remaster, $33.99. Paul's Boutique, The Beastie Boys, that's $36.99. Radiohead Kid A, last copy, $44.99. Last copy of the Roger Waters Live, Chaos FM, $29.99. Last copy of Rush, Grace Under Pressure, $36.99. Last copy of Kiss, Carnival of Souls, $36.99. Last copy of Rush, Caress of Steel. There may be one more, but that might be the last one. And Rush, All the World's a Stage, $46.99. Last copy for sure of Kiss Alive 3, $49.99. The Cheetah Girls 2 soundtrack, $36.99. Interpol live at Third Man Records, $29.99. Also, Timepiece, The Rascals' Greatest Hits, $44.99. And now the new stuff from tonight. First is Dream Theater, Metropolis Part 2, clear vinyl, $39.99. The other Dream Theater is Falling into Infinity, $39.99. The other Dream Theater is Awake, $39.99. And then Images and Words is $33.99. I've also got the Best of the Cranberries Stars, $46.99. This is Led Zeppelin 4 on clear vinyl, $33.99. We have Wipers, Youth of America Remastered, $34.99. And Rocky Horror Picture Shows, $28.99. Pink Floyd has now hit $100 with Teresa Brookshire. The Roger Waters is $29.99. The Roger Waters is $29.99. That's live, 1987. Radio Waves, Money, In the Flesh, Have a Cigar, Pigs, Wish You Were Here, Mother, The Powers That Be, Breathe, Another Brick in the Wall. Those are $29.99. Info and price on Darlene. That was 57 mono, $49.99, okay? $49.99. Welcome anybody new watching. Pink Floyd is up for auction. Teresa has it for $100. The next record going up is going to be Echo and the Bunnymen, Crocodiles. And this is a 1980 U.S. Los Angeles OG. 1980 US Los Angeles OG, a gold stamp promo. There isn't a white label promo for this record. This is a gold stamp promo. A $55 start. It has the original on her sleeve. There's the jacket. There's the gold stamp promo. Echo and the Bunnymen is a $55 start. Can't believe I'm just now getting to that. Chad does want the Roger Waters. That is sold for $29.99. Pink Floyd's at $110. And the Rush Caress of Steel is $36.99. 180-gram remaster, direct metal mastering. Now, Larry, I can double check on that one more time, but I'm sure it's a 57 mono, no condition notes, $49.99 on that, okay? Let's go back over here. And now the next thing that I have to do is I am going to show y'all something. I have a buy it now best offer bin, and I think it's up front, and I've got to go get it, okay? And because let me see what's over here behind me. This is the remaining auctions here behind me. Let me go ahead and move those over here. I still got Echo and the Bunnymen, Duran Duran, Dire Straits, AC/DC, David Lee Roth, and more. And then that was the leftovers of that half-off bin. And then I've got this, and then here was the other new stuff from tonight. Let me go ahead and show these right quick. This was the other new stuff. Pink Floyd has new bids for $115. Here was the other new stuff from tonight. We had Dead Kennedys, $28.99, remastered with poster. G.G. Allen, Hated in the Nation, $26.99. Adolescence is $33.99. That's on colored vinyl. Big Black, Songs About, $29.99. Hate Breed is $33.99. Also, we have the Bouncing Souls for $28.99. Rancid is $29.99. DRI was $33.99. And Dropkick Murphys is $29.99. That was some punk stuff that I ordered, and all that is still available, starting with the Dead Kennedys there. I had to move that out of my way because I'm about to condense it over here with this other bin of new vinyl. Give me 1 second to do that. Let me move this over. And then there's this bin as well. Let's put that right there. Okay, great. Got all that. This crate is definitely one we'll go through tomorrow. Buy it now, best offer. Or maybe right now. That is half off stuff I went through last night. Yep, that's half off stuff I went through last night. That needs to go over here. And then this is really good stuff where you can do buy it now, best offer. And then this is new stuff from tonight. Okay, great. So first we have Teresa. Echo is an auction, so it's a $55 start. Brandon Lack wants Hate Breed. That's sold to Brandon Lack. The name of the Rancid is Life Won't Wait, $29.99. And now Pink Floyd's at $125. Looks like we got some new people on. Welcome, everybody. And Echo on the Money Bin is a $55 start, okay? The punk, sure thing. We have Dead Kennedys. This is Fresh Fruit for Rotten Vegetables. It's new and sealed. Remastered, $28.99. G.G. Allen is $26.99. We have Adolescence for $33.99. That's self-titled. Also, Big Black was $29.99. Also remastered, 180-gram. Hate Breed, one copy left now for $33. The Bouncing Souls, How I Spent My Summer Vacation, $28.99. Rancid, Life Won't Wait is $29.99. DRI is $33.99. And Dropkick Murphys is $29.99. Dropkick Murphys is $29.99, okay? Let's go ahead and put all those right here. I think I can fit them in this crate. It will make it really full. And then there was only 3 other new records for tonight, and that's the Rolling Stones, a half-speed master of Some Girls. David Bowie was $33.99, and The Clash was $29.99. That was some punk stuff that I ordered. I showed really early in the show tonight. Echo has new bids for $55 and $56. Kelly wants the Dead Kennedys, and Kelly also wants that last copy of Hate Breed. So if anybody else wants a Hate Breed, it'll have to be a waiting list. And all those are still available, and they're right here next to me. Echo has new bids 56 and 57. Teresa, you have the high bid on Pink Floyd. I'm about to sell it to you. Final call, $125, okay? Final call, $125. Let me see what crate we're going to go through next. I have done a lot of organization in the last few moments. I have condensed and moved stuff around and stuff I've shown half off, and I think I've got a lot of it condensed now where I am ready to go get or show you the next crate that will be half off. I am working on that right now because I am condensing a couple crates I've already shown half off. And I'm going to take this empty crate, and I think we're going to go fill up more half-off records. And while we continue with great auctions, we're about to do some half-off sticker records. Sounds pretty good to me. Should sound really good to y'all. And let me go do that right now. I'm going to go get some records, and I'll be right back. And show me the Darlene. I will. Give me 1 second. Let me find it, and let me go get these records right quick. I'll be right back. All righty. Let's do this. Okay, Teresa, you get the Pink Floyd for $125. And if you're a first-time buyer, which I know you are, thank you and welcome. I need you to do me a favor, and you can do it at the conclusion of this other auction you're bidding on. But especially since you're a first-time buyer and your first item is an auction win, I need you to make sure you have messaged our page, which is Collectco. And I need you to send us your email address and your mailing address. We send invoices on Monday. Invoices go out on Monday to your email address. Everything you buy tonight, tomorrow, and Saturday night will all be combined. $7 in limited shipping, okay? You also have the high bid on Echo for $62. That's going once, going twice. Fred Cardinal, you're out. I pulled, let's see, John Howard wants G.G. Allen. I hadn't done that yet. John Howard got G.G. Allen. Rob Shaw, you put Basie DK. Did I miss something there? Basie DK. Ron Howard, I got you for G.G. Allen. And Echo is at $62, okay? Let's go through a half-off crate. Usually do these at this time of night after I've at least gone through all the new stuff once. These will be half-off sticker. The price, I'll tell you, is the half-off price. Our next 7-inch single is Wham! This is going to go up for a $10 start. Wham! Edge of Heaven. That is going up for a $10 start. That's our current two auctions. And Rick Peabody wants the Dropkick Murphys. I had a feeling some of that punk would sell that I ordered. And that's so to Rick Peabody, thank you. So we still got G.G. Allen, Adolescence, Big Black, Rancid, Bouncing Souls, DRI, and Dropkick Murphys. Okay? First thing we have is Teresa's at $62. And Todd Doris on PM, which I don't think is a claim yet. Next thing we have is Ricky Skaggs, Waiting for the Sun to Shine. The price, I'm telling you, is the half-off price. Ricky Skaggs is $10. Ricky Skaggs is $10, just FYI. And make sure if you're a first-time buyer, you have sent us your message, your information. Anybody new watching, let me know. And thank you for watching, and thank you for joining the feed. One more thing, sorry. Okay, Wham at 10, Wham at 10. Next half-off record is Tammy Wynette, Good Love and Heartbreak. That's $5. Tammy Wynette, Good Love and Heartbreak, $5. Thrill on the Hill, ZZ Hill, $7.50 on ZZ Hill. Johnny Paycheck, Song and Dance Man. Johnny Paycheck is $10. Osborne Brothers, Picking Grass and Singing Country. The Osborne Brothers is $10. And Dion Warwick is $5. Dion Warwick, Chet Atkins Super Pickers, and that is $7.50. So Wham has two $10 bids. C. Thomas bid 10, Todd Doris bid 10, or excuse me, Michael McCullen bid 10. 10 and 10. Y'all are tied. That means Michael McCullen, you're out. Echo is sold to Teresa Brookshire for $62. Thank you, Teresa. Teresa, have you messaged our page yet? First two purchases are auction. I want to make sure that I have your information, okay? Need your email address and mailing address. Please make sure you send that in a message, all right? I'd appreciate that. Send you my info. Thank you and welcome. Those are both sold to you. We'll send you an invoice on Monday, okay? We'll send you an invoice on Monday. Feel free to buy. That is sold to you and sold to you. Michael McCullen on Chad Atkins. That's sold. Wham's a $10 bid, now $12. We have Con Hunley, Don't Break Your Heart. Con Hunley is $7.50. Bill Monroe's Greatest Hits is $6.50. Roy Drusky, I Love the Way That You've Been Loving Me, $5 on that. And Kenny Rogers, Gideon. Kenny Rogers is $5. Now, we've had an epic night tonight. We've brought out the air horn multiple times. We sold a Beatles UHQR. We've sold a Beatles box set. We've sold some pricey records, and we still got a few more great auctions to do, plus some 45s to mix in. I've got Echo and the Bunnymen. I've got AC/DC. Everything in this crate is first come, first serve. Next is AC/DC, Who Made Who. AC/DC is a clean, nice 1986 U.S. Allied OG. This is a gold stamp promo with the company inner sleeve. AC/DC is EX edition, has Atlantic inner sleeve, and that's going up for a $35 start. Who Made Who. Also, Echo and the Bunnymen, Porcupine. Porcupine is a 1983 U.S. Allied OG, gold stamp promo, original inner sleeve. That's a $35 star. Ron Cantrell got Bill Monroe. That's sold. ST, you're second. Brian Call first on Kenny Rogers. Jamie Tucker, you're second. Also, we have Sharp Cuts. That's now $10. Now, we're looking for a Count Basie from the previous bin to Rob Shaw. Rob, I still have that. I'm about to pull it for you. And do you want to go on a waiting list, Rob Shaw? Rob Shaw, let me know if you want to go on a waiting list on the other one. Let me find that other record for you right quick. I know which one you seen. That was a Count Basie. That was that disco right here. Rob Shaw on the Count Basie, right? This is sold to you. Count Basie, that's sold to Rob Shaw. Do you want to go on a waiting list for the Dead Kennedys? I'm going to be ordering more anyway. And then Fred Carnell said, what Dropkick Murphys? Fred, it's Dropkick Murphys Blackout, limited edition anniversary colored vinyl, $29.99. Back to the half-off stuff. Rompin', Stompin', Singin', Swingin'. Tex Williams, Spade Cooley. Bear Family Compilation, $10 on that. Michael McCullen's out on Wham. That's sold to C. Thomas for $14. Thank you, that's sold. Archetypes, Billie Holiday. That's now $10. Billie Holiday, Archetypes. We have Romantica, the exotic sounds of Martin Denny, now just $5. Now just $5 on that. AC/DC 35, Echo 45. Next is Red Flag, Russian Radio. That's 1988. It's now $12.50. Derek Cesaro wants drop kicks if Fred doesn't. Fred, let me know if you want that. And then next is Echo, yes. Rob Shaw does one on the waiting list for the Dead Kennedys. Larry Smith on MD, that's for Martin Denny for $5. Next comment is Autumn next on Martin Denny, and then ST next on Martin Denny. What was before that? How much was Ricky Skaggs? Ricky Skaggs was $10. That's after the discount, and everything I'm telling you is the half-off price. This is Super Golden Superstars, which is a 3 LP compilation, now just $13.50. I see artists such as James Taylor and Gordon Lightfoot and Alice Cooper and Fleetwood Mac, etc., etc. That's now $13.50, a 3 LP compilation, Golden Superstars. Nat King Cole at the Sands, that is $5. And Derek Cesaro, you have this. This is sold to you. Dropkick Murphys. Thank you, Derek Cesaro. That is sold. Rycooter self-titled, is $10. And now Echo and the Bunnymen. Echo and the Bunnymen is OG, and it's a gold stamp promo, and it's nice, and it's EX, and it's OG, and it's really clean. And the last bid on Echo and the Bunnymen that came in was Derek Cesaro for $45. AC/DC is really nice. It's an OG gold stamp promo. It does have a saw mark. It has a nice spine. It has a nice gold stamp promo. It has a nice cover. Has a nice inner sleeve. Has a nice LP. Everything's nice. And the last bid on that, the last bid on AC/DC was $35 with Derek Porter. $35 with Derek Porter. Michael Butler got Echo for $55. Next is Larry Smith on MD. That was for the Martin Denny. You got that. Autumn was second. ST was third. Rob Shaw does one on the Dead Kennedys waiting list. Derek Cesaro got Dropkick Murphys. Autumn Betts, that was my last copy. Let's put Autumn Betts on a waiting list for Dropkick Murphys. ST got Super Golden Stars. That sold to ST. Regina was second. ACDC 40. Michael Butler 55 on Echo. Now Derek Cesaro at 60. This is Dean Martin. Price is $5. This is a half off bin. ACDC 45. Echo 60. Henson Cargill on the road. Henson Cargill is $5. And Fats Domino, My Blue Heaven. $5 on Fats Domino, My Blue Heaven. Next auction is going to go up right now. And our next single that's going to be put up for auction. This is going to be put up for auction at this moment. Without further ado, I am putting this up for auction. And this is the Doors, Riders on the Storm, and the Changeling. It's in the Electra sleeve. It's in an Electra company sleeve. This is the Doors, Riders on the Storm. That's going up for a $10 start. Back up at the top, the last thing we have is Echo 60, ACDC 45. Berkeley also wants on that Dropkick Murphys wait list. If anybody else wants one, let me know. If anybody else wants one, let me know. That will be in next week, most likely. Next is Derek Cesaro on Dean Martin. That's sold to Derek Cesaro. ACDC 50, Echo 75. How much is RY price? Rye Cooter is now just $10. No condition notes, $10 on Rye Cooter. If you're just joining us, we're going through a half-off bin. We got 3 great auctions up. I just put up the Doors. Welcome all first-time buyers. Really appreciate y'all joining. For the people that's been watching for the last 5 years, I've been doing this every night for a long time, it seems like. And we have a long ways to go, because if you looked around in this building right now, there's like 100 trillion records. We have 100 trillion records, and we work every day, all day, getting them all clean, priced, researched. They're back there shipping, they're tagging, they're sorting, they're cleaning, they're pricing, they're packing, they're doing everything. First thing we have in this bin is Glenn Campbell. This is sealed, $87.50. Also, we have Furlan Husky's Songs of Home and Heart, $7.50 for Furlan Husky, and George Jones Country Heart is $8.50. Next thing we have is ACDC 50, Echo 75, Echo 80, Bob Panozniak. The Doors is an auction. Just want to let you know on that. ST does want Rye Cooter. Rye Cooter, that is sold to ST. ACDC 51, The Doors does have a bid for 10. Lacey J. Dalton is $7.50. Also, Nancy Griffith, that's now $15. That's called Storms. No condition notes on that. $15. Also, Good Old Boys, Casey Anderson. Casey Anderson is $6.50. And Dion, Sit Down Old Friend. Dion is $7.50. Now Bob's in on the Doors for 11. ACDC's at 51. Echo the Bunnymen's at 80. Michael Butler's out. We do this every night. We do this 7 nights a week. We do it 7 nights a week, and we have a 5 o'clock p.m. start time. I'll be on here as late as 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4 a.m. I'm on here at least 5 hours a night, usually on here 8 hours a night. I think most people tell you I'm on here till 1 or 2 a.m. like Susie just did. Yeah, Susie watches every night, probably 8 hours a night. We have the Doors at 11. Rick Harrington on Nancy Griffith. That's sold to Rick Harrington. Jamie Tucker is second. And we have ACDC at 55. Michael Butler first on Dion. The Doors is at 15. And we have 30-Foot Fall, the Doppler effect. I almost said the Purple People Eater. I don't know why, but it says the Doppler effect. 30-Foot Fall is now just $11. The Stonemans, Dawn of the Stonemange, this is $7.50. 1970 sealed, $7.50. Bill Monroe and Friends, that's now $10. Are we done on Echo? Michael Butler was the other high bidder. He said out. It looks like Derek Cesaro is going to get it for $80. ACDC has a high bid of 55 with Chad Sauls. The Doors, Riders on the Storm, still getting bids 15, 15, 16. Now ACDC 57. Helen Humes. Helen comes back. $10 on Helen Humes. We also have Love Theme from The Godfather. That's now $5. The price I'm telling you is the discount. We have Barbara in concert. Barbara in concert, $7.50. Is this Barbara? The last time I said Barbara, it wasn't the Barbara I thought it was. $7.50. Barbara. $7.50. I'm just going to say Barbara. Also, we have Olivia. Let Me Be There. Olivia is $10. And next is Government Mule in the half-off bin. Now just $15 for Government Mule. Wow, AC/DC 57, The Doors 16, Michael Butler on Bill Monroe. That is sold to Michael Butler. Fred Carr's second. And then Leslie on Barbara. Barbara is sold to Leslie. That is sold. And then Larry Drish was first on Government Mule. That's sold. And then ST first on The Godfather. That's sold. Alex Kane next on Government Mule. Then Corey Gaston. Then George Scher. And we have Jesus Christ Superstar, the original Broadway cast, $10. Nick's next on Government Mule. This Echo the Bunnymen is officially sold. We can tag this gone, and this is now sold. And Echo the Bunnymen is to Derek Zazzaro for $80. That is sold. The Doors is at $16. Final call. The high bidder is Bob Panasniak. I call him Bob Potato Sticks. Nick Bargeron has AC/DC for $57. He outbid Chad Sauls, who was at $55. So, Chad, let me know if you want back in. Next is Jim Neighbors, Marilyn Horn, Man of La Mancha. That's a quadraphonic soundtrack, $7.50, going through a half-off bin. Early bluegrass music, the Monroe Brothers, $10 on that. The Monroe Brothers, Room of a View, Player is $7.50. Rob Shaw, You're Late on Government Mule. AC/DC has a new bid for $60. Nick Bargeron, You're Out. Charlie Louvin, I'll Remember Always. Charlie Louvin is $7.50. AC/DC 58, now $60. Bobby Rush, Gotta Have Money. Bobby Rush is $17.50. Jerry Butler, Folk Songs. Jerry Butler's a 63 mono, $15 on Jerry Butler. Next auction is Dire Straits, and this is a MoFi pressing. Communique. Dire Straits is a sealed 2LP 45 RPM Mobile Fidelity Sound Lab. Mobile Fidelity Sound Lab, a 2019. That is sealed. It's numbered 8634 2LP, a $55 star. Player does not have Baby Come Back. Not on that one. Next thing we have is AC/DC at 60. Michael Butler wants both Monroe Brothers. That's this one. And there's only one, though, right? Monroe Brothers. There's only one. That is sold to Michael Butler. Rod Bryan on Charlie. Wow, we got a rare X comment. That's rare. We got a viewer over on X. Rod Bryan on Charlie. Rod's bought from us already, though. Charlie, and that was Charlie Louvin. That's sold to Rod Bryan over on X. We're also streaming this to X. We have an X, and it's streaming right now. We have AC/DC at 61. We have Dire Straits at 55. And we have Dire Straits at 55. That means the Doors, I want to make sure everybody was out. The Doors was sold to Bob Panasniak for $16. Bob Panasniak gets that for $16, okay? That is so. That's a rare X claim over there from Rod Bryan. We're streaming to Facebook, YouTube, and X. We're on Mark Zuckerberg's platform. We're on Elon Musk's platform. And we're on, I guess, whoever is on Google's platform. Larry Page or whoever it is now. Next is Tim Harden. Tim Harden is $7.50. We have Trash It Up, Southside Johnny and the Jukes. That is sealed for $7.50. And we have Marion Faithful, Dangerous as Acquaintances. Marion Faithful is $7.50. Also, the Beach Boys, Wild Honey and 2020, $8.50. VG Plus condition. Also, the Hollies is $9, EX edition. This has the hit song, The Air That I Breathe on it. AC/DC's now at 65, and Dire Straits is at 60. Nick Bargeron's out. We have Caldera. Caldera's VG Plus $9. Also, the Dave Clark 5, that is now $5. That's called Play Old Rock and Roll Golden Hits. Next thing we have is Vern Gotson. Vern Gotson is $7.50. And we have Beach Beat. Beach Beat is $7.50. Beach Beat Classics. Bob Wills is $7.50. And Black and White, Janie Fricky, $7.50. Marion Faithful is sold to Greg Hubers. AC/DC has a new bid for $66. Does the George Jones have the 24 tracks on it? Are you asking, is the track listing on this? Yes, it is. $8.50 on that. Nick Bargeron on BB. Nick Bargeron on Beach Beat. Is that right, Nick Bargeron? You want Beach Beat. That's sold to you for $17 or for $7.50, right? Or was there a Beach Boys? Let's see here. There was a Beach Boys. I bet Nick Bargeron wanted that. And then ST was second. And now Dire Straits. Nick, I hadn't heard back from you on Dire Straits. John Kaiser has it for 60. Also, AC/DC is at 66 with Nick Bergeron. Nick Bergeron has AC/DC at 66. And Chad Sauls is at 65. And then next is the title of the Hollies album. The title of the Hollies, I believe, is the Hollies. Yeah, I think they did this one self-titled. The Hollies, yeah. Orange label, it is EX $9. EX $9. Andy over on YouTube does want the George Jones. Nick did want AC/DC. That's where we're at on all of our albums right now. Let's go ahead and put up another single, and this is Journey. I'll Be All Right Without You. This is a single with a picture sleeve, and this is from Raised on Radio. I don't think I've seen that one too many times. Journey, that's going up for a $10 start. I'll Be All Right Without You. Can I see Vern Gotson and Price? Vern Gotson was right in here, I think. I'll double check right quick. Nope, I bet it's right in here. Vern Gotson, nope, is it right here? Vern Gotson is You've Got Somebody. It is $7.50. They've circled the songs You Must Be Loving You Right, Sarah's Eyes, and Tell Her I'm Getting Over You 1,500 times a day. Next is Beach Beat and 30. Weymouth wants Beach Beat and 30. Beach Beat is sold to Weymouth and 30. And 30. And 30. Is there something in here called 30? Beach Beat and 30. 30-foot fall. Those are both sold to Weymouth. Brian Call says he wants the Hollies. Did he ask first about this? Who asked first about this? Brian did. He got that. That is sold to Brian Call. And then AC has a bid for +5. AC/DC. AC/DC. The last bid was Nick Bergeron at $66. Chad Sauls has it for $71. Nick Bergeron, you're out. Nick also just bid 10 on Journey. Rob Weymouth just bought the 30-foot fall. And how much was the Bob Wheels? Give me 1 second. I'll show that. Dire Straits, though. Let me make sure Nick hadn't said out. I said John Kaiser had it for 60. I was waiting for Nick Bergeron to say out. And he hadn't said out. He hadn't bid again. He did. He bid $61. John Kaiser, you're out on Dire Straits. Nick Bergeron bid $61. Now, Nick, you're out on AC/DC. And now Nick has the Journey for $10. Okay? There we have it. How much was Bob Wills? I'm about to tell you. Give me 1 second because I'm about to read through these one more time. This is all a half-off bin. These are all first come, first serve. And Tim Voldis, before I get too deep, let me see if I can find it right quick. And I'm about to read through everything in here one more time. Okay, that was pretty early on, wasn't it? Maybe not. Maybe it's near the end. Let's see here. It's right here. Tim, it is $7.50, okay? Dire Straits has a new bid. So now, Nick, I need to know if you're back in on AC/DC, and I need to know if anybody else wants to bid against Nick on Journey, which he has for $10, okay? So there's Bob Wills, $7.50. Our next record is Tammy Wynette, Good Love and Heartbreak. Tammy Wynette was $5. ZZ Hill, Thrill on the Hill, $7.50. Johnny Paycheck, Song and Dance Man, $10. AC/DC has a new bid for $72. We have Osborne Brothers, Picking Grass and Singing Country, $10. Dion by Dionne Warwick, $5. Also, Con Hunley, $7.50. Don't It Break Your Heart. Roy Drusky, $5. I Love the Way That You've Been Loving Me. Sharp Cuts, new music from American bands. This has got the DBs on it, Single Bullet Theory, The Willies, etc. $10 on that. Rompin' Stompin' Singin' Swingin', Tex Williams, Spade Cooley, $10. Billie Holiday, Archetypes, $10. Also, Red Flag, Russian Radio, 12-inch single, $12.50. Ricky Skaggs, $10. Nat King Cole, $5. Also, Henson Cargill, $5. Nobody else bid on Journey. That's sold to Nick Bergeron for $10. Nick Bergeron, you are out on Dire Straits. It's waiting for you to bid again. You have it for $65. Chad Sauls out on AC/DC. Nick, you have that for $72. Tim Voldis does want the Bob Wills for $7.50. We got Fats Domino, My Blue Heaven. Fats Domino is $5. Glenn Campbell was sealed with Hype. Something About You, Baby I Like. $7.50 on that. Also, we have Furlan Husky, Songs of Home and Heart, $7.50. Red Flag, that was Russian Radio right here. Teresa, if you claim something out of the bin, you don't have to put the price. You just have to put the title. These are all first come, first serve, just title. I'll tell you the price. You don't have to put it. You just got to put the comment of what you're buying. The only thing you got to put a price for are these back here. You have to put a price because it's an auction. These are straight claims in here. Nick's out on Dire Straits. Brian Call wants the Con Hundley. That is sold to Brian Call. Bob Panosiak wants the Fats Domino. Fats Domino, that is sold. Let me pull that. It was right here. That's the Bob. And then we have Brian Call and Glenn Campbell. There we have it. So it's time to sell some auctions. Dire Straits is sold to John Kaiser for $65. And Nick Bargeron gets AC/DC for $72. That is sold for $72. Let's put up some new auctions. But before I do that, let me show a few more half-off bin. We have filled this crate up, and now we've about emptied it. All these are about to sell, or most of them. Lacey J. Dalton is $7.50. We have Good Old Days Casey Anderson, $6.50. The Stonemans was sealed, an original 1970 that's never been opened, $7.50. Helen Humes is $10. Helen Comes Back. Olivia Newton-John, $10 on Let Me Be There. Jesus Christ Superstar was $10. Jim Neighbors, Marilyn Horn was $7.50. Also Player, $7.50. Room with a View. Bobby Rush was $17.50. Also Folk Songs, Jerry Butler, $15 on that. Tim Harden was $7.50. Trash It Up, Southside Johnny, sealed. OG sealed, $7.50. Caldera was VG plus $9. Also Dave Clark $5 on that. We have Black and White for $7.50. And Vern Gotson is $7.50. Next thing we have is Duran Duran, and we have David Lee Roth. This is the Mexico version, right? Is it? Eat 'em and Smile? Yeah, this is the Sunrise Sauvage. This is the Mexican version. David Lee Roth is a 1986 U.S. Allied gold stamp promo with the original on her sleeve, and this is going to go up for a $35 start. Roth, David Lee Roth. Brian and Melanie's heading out. Thank y'all as always. $35 start on DLR. And then Duran Duran. This is 7 and the Ragged Tiger. Duran Duran is a 1983 U.S. Winchester OG. This is a gold stamp promo. There is no promo copy of Duran Duran. That means there's no promo label. There's no promo marked label. Just the gold stamp promos. They've cut the shrink wrap to gold stamp promo it. It has part of the hop sticker left. That's going up for a $35 start. So Duran Duran and David Lee Roth are both up for $35 starts. Bob does want that sealed 1970 Stonemans. That's sold to Bob P. Thank you. Appreciate that. How about we go through some more records like that? Sounds good to me. Is everybody sure you're done in that crate? That might be the last time you see some of those. I think I have a crate or another 45 auction. Who do I have over here? Kim Wilde, Kids in America. Kim Wilde needs to go up for a $10 start. That's going up for a $10 start. Just a reminder, all these back here are auctions, okay? These are bids. So make sure if you want an album in the back that's laying on top of the crates, you place a numerical bid, okay? Both of those are gold stamp promos. This is a 7-inch sleeve of picture, 7-inch picture sleeve, Kim Wilde. $10 start on that, okay? There we have it. These back here are auctions. They're up for bid. So those are $35 starts, and we have bids on David Lee Roth. James Vasquez was the first to bid. Larry Gonzalez was second. James was first. Larry was second. We're also streaming this to Facebook. We're also streaming this to X. So make sure if you're looking at your Facebook chat, that's not the only bids. Right here where my hand is going up and down, see the little Facebook icon, see the little X icon. People's also watching on Facebook. People's watching on YouTube. All the bids come in together, and they're shown right here on my screen. That's the order in which they appear. So right now, the high bidder on David Lee Roth is $35. Now it's $40 with Derek Cesaro. That just popped up. Those same comments are right over here on my phone, mirrored exactly. Now it's at $36, but Derek already bid $40. And now it's got another $40 bid. And now Kim Wilde has a $10 bid. And now Duran Duran has no bids. And now Chad's about to put up another crate of records to show you at half off. I think I'm going to go up front and grab those right quick. And let me go do that right now. I'm going to put these right here behind me. I normally go ahead and put them back up there, but I don't want somebody to be like, Chad, you know what? I'll take that Vern Gotson, Ricky Skaggs player, and Jesus Christ Superstar from the last bin, and then they're already back up front. So let me step up here, and this time of night I'm pulling stuff literally off our showroom floor, so they're about 10 steps up here. Let me go get the rest of And welcome everybody. So tonight, Thursdays are typically metal nights, or sometimes we try to mix in like high-end stuff if we don't have a lot of metal. And that is kind of tonight. We did have a few metal albums, but mostly it was a lot of high-end, like just mo-fi and high-pricey kind of type stuff we don't get as often. And that's what we reserve for Thursday. But you'll see that kind of stuff every night at auction. I'm sure Laura has a huge batch of that as well ready for tomorrow. She's probably already sent me pictures. I did. She sent me lots of pictures. So we already have great stuff. Here's a go ahead and a sneak peek at tomorrow. We've got Talking Heads, Psychedelic Furs, Crowded House, Devo, The, Prince, Cars, U2, Pink Floyd, more Mo-Fi, The Police, more Mo-Fi, Stones, Pink Floyd, Jimi Hendrix, Supertramp, Mamas and Papas with a toilet cover, Michael Jackson, E.T., Dukes of Hazzard, Joan Jett, XTC, and then there was another picture here, Led Zeppelin, Mo-Fi, Supertramp, Mo-Fi, all kinds of stuff, Yardbirds, more Pink Floyds. That is more on that. No bid recap. There is no auctions left over. Everything is sold tonight. There is nothing left over tomorrow. So every single night here, if you're new, every single night we have great auctions, okay? Rare stuff, out of print stuff, expensive stuff, and then we got $5 records too. We've got a little bit of everything here. We do this every single night. Here is the bids when I walked away. David Lee Roth, 35.35. Kim Wilde, 10. David Lee Roth, 36. David Lee Roth, 40. David Lee Roth, 40. David Lee Roth, 42. Women said it's Southside, $7. Yes, it is $7.50. It's half off of $14.99. Half off of $14.99. David Lee Roth, 45. David Lee Roth, 46. David Lee Roth, 50. We have next is David Lee Roth. There's only $1 bid increments. Derek Cesaro has David Lee Roth at $50. Nobody bid on Duran Duran. This is a $35 buy it now. $35 buy it now on Duran Duran. $35 buy it now on Duran Duran. That is our first no bid of the night. And everything else is sold. There's no leftovers tonight on the auction stuff except Duran Duran, unless somebody buys it. And Kim Wilde got one bid, and that is going to be sold to Rob Shindell for $10. That is sold. Wemeth said he'll take the Southside Johnny that was sealed earlier. Let's go ahead and grab that to Wemeth, okay? Thank you, Wemeth. That's so to you. Let's go through another half-off bin. David Lee Roth. So John Schaefer, if you want to bid, you've got to bid $51 or more. Derek Cesaro has it for $50, okay? Derek Cesaro has it for $50. Everybody else is out right now. And then Duran Duran's a $35 buy it now. Next thing we have is Lefty Frizzell. The legend lives on. Lefty Frizzell is $7.50. Dionne Warwick's greatest motion picture hits right into a half-off bin. $5 on Dionne Warwick. My Special Angel, Bobby Helms, sealed for $10. Also, we have Bob Wills and his Texas Playboys, $10. We have no longer got Mo-Fi. We got vinyl style inner sleeves. They're anti-static. They look just like Mo-Fi, but they're vinyl style. They're vinyl style. We have Magnavox Presents an Association of Hits, or a reprise of great hits of Association, Basie, Harper's Bazaar. That is now $6.50. Bobby Helms is sold to Larry Smith. That's sold. Derek Cesaro's out on David Lee Roth. John Schaefer, you have it for $51. Going once, going twice. Born to Lose, Furlan Husky, $6.50. Patsy Cline, The Heart You Break. Patsy Cline is $10. Osmond Brothers, Midnight Flyer. $10 on that. The Oak Ridge Boys. The Oak Ridge Boys. That's one I don't see as often. $7.50. This Is My Life. Shirley Bassey, a 2 LP compilation. $8.50. Ricky Skaggs, Country Boy. $10 on Ricky Skaggs. The Best of Skeeter Davis is $5. And Sidney Poitier in the music of The Lost Man. The Lost Man soundtrack. Music by Quincy Jones. $17.50 on that. Larry Smith first on Patsy Cline. And then James Vasquez, then Michael Butler. We got a first-time buyer. We got a first-time buyer over on YouTube. I need to make sure, John Schaefer, you have registered with us through our website. We've had a lot of first-time buyers tonight, and several here just since I've started this new stream. If you are a first-time buyer, say yes, first-time buyer, and then I need you to fill out the form, please. Right now, I'll be checking to make sure everybody that is a first-time buyer has tonight. I probably need to go ahead and check right now. There is a link to our website. Please fill that out. We're going to have to get your email and mailing address, which is in that form. Thank you. That's sold you for $51. Paul Brothers gets the Rand Duran for $30. Carla Brecky gets the Oak Ridge Boys for $7.50. Next in here is Anne Marie Alberghetti. That is $10. John's bought before. Thank you and welcome back. I didn't recognize your name. Next thing we have is Chet Atkins and Hank Snow Reminiscing. $5 on that. George Hamilton IV. And that is called Steel Rail Blues. George Hamilton IV is $5. We have Pat Boone, Baby Oh Baby, $10 on that. We have George Hamilton IV. That's $5, A Rose and a Baby Ruth. John McLaughlin, Extrapolitan. John McLaughlin is $7.50. Leo Sayer is $5. That has his hit song, You Make Me Feel Like Dancing. All right, our next auction over here. I'm going to try this one more time. This is the Beatles mono. I showed it the other night, and it didn't get a bid for $155. I'm going to try it again for $135. This is the Beatles with the Beatles in mono. This is the cut from the original mono master tapes. Very desirable. That is a $35 start. That's Beatles with the Beatles, $135 start. A $135 start on With the Beatles, okay? $135. That's a mono with the Beatles. Next is Bob Panasniak on Hamilton. Now, let me know if you want Steel Rail Blues or A Rose and a Baby Ruth, or if you want both of them, okay? You're first. Your pick on those. Jamie Tucker got Leo Sayer. Brian Call was second. Michael McCullen on Chet. And I'm assuming you want the Chet Atkins and Hank Snow. That's sold to Michael McCullen. DJ Jeff Copel got the Skeeter Davis. That's sold to DJ Jeff Copel. Did someone say Alberghetti? Alberghetti. Anna Marie Alberghetti. Warm and Wailing. That's $19.60. $10 on that. Bob Panasniak wants Steel Rail Blue. That is sold to Bob. So that George Hamilton is still available. Also, Bob Skaggs, My Time. $10 on Bob Skaggs. And Skeeter Davis and Bobby Bear. That is $5. Skeeter Davis and Bobby Bear. Disco Fantasy, Thomas Coke Escovedo, 1977 Funk Disco, $10. This is Jeanette's in El Cielo, Los Beatniks Rock. That is $17.50. And Al Stewart, Modern Times. Al Stewart is $5. Also, Surf and Rampage, the Chesterfield Kings, 1997 Surf. That is $20. And Moss Rock, Los Locos del Ritmo. That's a 1980 Mexico, $10 on that. So one more look at this. This is With the Beatles, mono, cut from the original master tapes. That's a $135 start. The last time I had it up $155. All week, this is our fourth show of the week. There's only been 2 no bids. That and another one I'm about to show you. And first is Jim Sedal on Moss Rock. Moss Rock, and that was, let me find that right quick. What happened to that? That's right here in front of me. That's sold to Jim Sedal. Next is Songs from My Heart, Loretta Lynn, $7.50. And Joe Williams, Every Day I Have the Blues. Joe Williams is $10. Next is T. Roth, Another Pretty Face. That is $5. Face Facts, T. Roth, Another Pretty Face. And then Jesus Christ Superstar, $10 start on Jesus Christ Superstar. That is available, okay? Next thing I have over here is another auction to put up. And that is going to be this Paul McCartney jukebox single of Things We Said Today and Better and Biker Like an Icon. That's going to go up for a $10 start. That's Things We Said Today and Biker Like an Icon. That's a jukebox single on white vinyl from Paul McCartney. That's going to go up for $10 start. White vinyl jukebox single from Paul McCartney, okay? James Vasquez first on LL. And Okay, first thing we have is James Vasquez on LL, James Vasquez on Loretta Lynn, and then Paul Beck, and then Ken Foster on John MC, John MC, John MC, John MC. Let me find that right quick. John MC. That must be pretty far back. John MC, John McLaughlin. That's so to Kim Foster. I got it on that. Okay. So now, before I go any further, I want to clarify Thursday nights, okay? Because I've seen a question asked over and over. Where are the metal records? They're all gone. That sums it up. Next thing we have is Morgan Davis. I'm ready to play. Morgan Davis is on Go Vinyl, $7.50. The Members is $7.50. The Members. Also, MFSB, this is $6.50. MFSB, this is Universal Love, $6.50. Also, Todd Rundgren, $10 on Todd Rundgren. That is the Hermit of Mink Hollow, $10 on Todd Rundgren. Also, Sassafras Riding High, $7.50. And Matchbox Rockabilly Rebel, $7.50, okay? Paul McCartney's a $10 start. The Beatles is the mono cut from the original mono master tape. This is what you want here, okay? This is with the Beatles, and this is a $135 start. This was not advertised as Metal Thursday either. Nowhere did we say it's going to be Thursday Metal Night, but we had people all night like, where the heck's the metal records? Also, the first thing you should also know is metal will go very fast. We start these shows now at 5 o'clock. So even on Thursday metal nights, by 9 and 10 o'clock, what we have ready is all going to be sold. If anybody out there has a metal collection for sale, we are looking to buy metal. So is everybody else watching the feed right now. Everybody wants metal records. They are gone in a hurry. We can also only get ready so many every Thursday, and then they're all gone. They're going to be gone very quickly and very expensively. They're all gone. They're sold. So you've got to come early on Thursdays. They're going to be sold at auction, what we have, and they're all going to be gone, okay? If we do have a Thursday metal by 11 o'clock, it's going to be gone. Now, the only way I can consistently show you for 9 hours metal records is if we bought somebody's huge collection of like 5,000 metal records. They would be gone in a couple shows. We also do this 7 nights a week for 8 and 9 hours a night. There's not enough metal that's been manufactured in the world to meet that demand, okay? There's not enough metal to meet that demand, so there's just no way. We spend a lot of money advertising. There's just no way. What we do have will be shown on Thursdays, and it will be sold very quickly, okay? We sold 1 Sex Pistols already. There's more on the way. Y'all got to think, we're live 8 and 9 hours a night, every night. That stuff's going to get gone fast and quickly, okay? I've got Relapse, and that's what I was about to say with Hiram, thank you. About the only way we could show metal for 8 hours I want to remind everybody. Plus, it's like, man, I mean, I'm telling you, we are looking for metal collections, okay? We have an endless amount of records here. We can show, y'all know we do it every night, an endless amount of records. Metal, very little. I think I could dig in the back and it's going to be gone quickly, okay? If what we do find, it's going to be sold. So just want to make sure everybody knows that. And if anybody out there wants to sell their metal collection, anybody watching, there's 252 people right now. If you're thinking about selling, which most people don't sell their metal. Most people don't sell their metal, right? Most people don't sell their metal. That's why it's so hard. Nobody wants to sell their metal collections. If you're out there, okay, if you're out there and you're ready to sell, give us a call. We got people chomping at the bits, okay? We got people that would line up and fight for some OG Metallicas right now. You can sell your collection. You may be sitting on $10, $20, $30, $40, $50,000. Let me know, okay? We're interested. John's in on the Beatles at $135. Paul McCartney's a $10 start, final call. Now, I think we've got all, I wanted to update everybody on the metal, okay? Wanted to make sure everybody knew on the metal. Now, John asked the Beatles, $135, and then Gary Wellman on TR. Todd Rundgren, that's sold to Gary Wellman. That is sold. Brian Call got Matchbox. That's sold to Brian Call. That is sold, okay? That is sold. And now let's go back up to the top and make sure I didn't miss anything else. MFSB, let's see here what else was claimed. There was, somebody claimed MFSB. I saw that as well. MFSB, let me find that right quick. MFSB, that's sold to Larry Drish. MFSB, that is sold to Larry Drish. Thank you. And that's gone. Let me go back down to the bottom. And the Beatles at $135, okay? Next thing we have is Conway Twitty, Honky Tonk Angel. $5 on that, Conway Twitty. Quincy Jones, The Dude, that's $8.50. And Lulu, New Routes. Lulu New Routes is $7.50. So the McCartney, things we said today, is going up for a $10 buy it now. No bid on the Paul McCartney White Jukebox record. That's a $10 buy it now. Now we have the Beatles, a final call at $135. And then Daniel Rosen on Conway. Conway is sold to Daniel Rosen for $5. That is gone. I got a typo negative box set. Is that worth anything? That is worth something. Next thing we have is what is the pricing condition on BTW? BTW, 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 BTW. I'm going to have to find that. Quincy Jones, Sassafras, the members, Morgan Davis. What was BTW, okay? So, need to get about 2,000 records. Paul, hopefully you have metal. Since I've been a record dealer, everybody's wanted metal. I mean, it's just insane. What was the price? Oh, the price and condition. This is $6.50, no condition notes, and it's going to remain. It's going to remain that while. It's going to remain that way for a while because there's this younger crowd that's collecting records, and they are into. That's why Metallica literally has bought a record factory. Okay. If Metallica had never repressed their records, OG copies of Master of Puppets would be selling for like $3,000 because there wouldn't be nowhere near as many supplies. Fortunately, now you can buy a new copy for $25, $30, and there's this people every day. I mean, every day everybody's looking for those same records over and over. And as more people buy them, they get harder. There's less unless somebody dies. And then their kids don't want them, then there's less and less available. Let's run through these one more time. We have Lefty for Zale, $7.50. Also, Dionne Warwick's Greatest Motion Picture Hits, $5 on that. Bob Wills, the Tiffany Transcriptions, that was $10. Basin Street Blues, Magnavox Presents, this is a compilation, $6.50. We have Born to Lose, Furlan Husky, $6.50. The Osmond Brothers is $10. Midnight Flyer. This Is My Life, Shirley Bassey, $8.50. Ricky Skaggs' Country Boy is $10. The Lost Man soundtrack, Quincy Jones, $17.50. Pat Boone was $10. Also, we have Anne Marie Alberghetti for $10. Daniel Rosen wants Feelin', which was Born to Lose, Furlan. That is sold. And Bob commented that earlier. Bob commented that earlier, and I didn't pull it. He claimed that earlier, Daniel, and I didn't claim it. Also, we have George Hamilton IV. That's $5. Also, Boz Skaggs is $10. I'm about to do a crate of really good stuff. Buy it now, best offer. Skeeter Davis and Bobby Bear is $5. Tunes for $2. Thomas Coke Escovio, that is $10. Disco Fantasy. Jeanette's NL CeeLo Lost Beatniks, that is $17.50. Al Stewart is $5. Modern Times. We have Surfing Rampage, the Chesterfield Kings, $20. Also, Joe Williams, Every Day I Have the Blues, $10. Michael McCullen on Skaggs. Michael McCullen on Skaggs, and that is right here. That's sold to Michael McCullen. Joshua, we got posters. Joshua, we got T-shirts. Joshua, we got autographs. T. Roth, another pretty face. That's $5. Michael Butler wants Joe Williams. That's sold to Michael Butler. We have Jesus Christ Superstar. $10 on Jesus Christ Superstar. Morgan Davis is $7.50. I'm ready to play. The Members was $7.50. Sassafras was $7.50. Quincy Jones was $8.50. And Lulu was $7.50. All those are still available. If you decide you want anything else in there, let me know. We have now sold an entire full crate of half-off records because I had 2 full crates, and now everything left is in 1 full crate. So we just took a big chunk out of those. How about we do this? I've been waiting and doing this later and like going through it like another night. Let's go ahead and go through tonight's stuff, at least the first part of it, buy it now or best offer, okay? Because I think there was really good titles tonight, and I think if we go ahead and make it where we can take offers, we'll empty out a bunch of these, at least where there's not many left, okay? So the first thing I have in here is Chris Christopherson, Border Lord. This is in quad, EX condition, $19.99. So now you can go ahead and buy these or make an offer. This is going back like 5 hours ago. We have Debbie Gibson, Electric Youth, EX condition, $37.99. Also, Willie Nelson Stardust, that's VG Plus $11.99 for Willie Nelson. And then the Best of Bread was VG Plus $14.99. You can go ahead and buy these or make offer. The Magnavox Sampler was $12.99. That's a promotion with Magnavox and Reprise. The reason Sinatra's on there, he owned this label. This label that was owned by Frank Sinatra, Reprise Records. He owned that label. That's why his head's there on the television. Plus his music appears on here as well. $12.99 on that. That would be $6.50 now, Paul. And now these are buy it now or best offer. Fleetwood Mac Penguin, EX $27.99. We have the Best of Wilson Pickett, VG $19.99. The Best of Spirit, VG $9.99. Black Oak, Arkansas is EX $17.99. Don Quixote, Gord Lightfoot, VG $9.99. Supertramp Crime of the Century, VG $14.99. The Monkees Greatest Hits, VG Plus $19.99. The Ramsey Lewis Trio, The In Crowd, VG Plus $14.99. Simply Red was VG $11.99. Also, the Mamas and Papas, their debut, VG $9.99. $9.99. Here's Patsy Cline, EX Edition, $27.99. Paul wants this for the $6.50 price, and the Jesus Christ Superstar, which had the book with it as well. Let's pull that as well for Paul Brothers, okay? And that's $10. And thank you, Paul. Those are sold and sold. Everything in here is buy it now or best offer. Greg Hubers gets Supertramp. That's sold to Greg Hubers. Also, BG Spirits Having Flown, $19.99. Ken Foster offered $7 for the Willie, which was Stardust, which was VG Plus $11.99. Go ahead and sell that to Ken Foster for $7. Larry Smith offered $20 on Patsy Cline. Larry, I'll do that for $22. $22 on Patsy Cline. Also, we have Ray Stevens Misty, $9.99. The Beach Boys is $19.99. Wilson Pickett was in VG condition. There is some writing on the cover. $19.99. In the Midnight Hour, Land of a Thousand Dances, Funky Broadway. All those great hits are on there. Also, Aretha, Who's Zooming Who? Aretha is $19.99. Now we're entering no condition note stuff. Jeff Beck, Blow by Blow, $19.99. Michael Peveler on BOA, Black Oak, Arkansas. That is sold to Michael Peveler for $12. I'll go ahead and sell that to Jim Sedal on Ramsey Lewis for $11. Sell that to Jim Sedal for $11. John Smetzer on Wilson Pickett for $15. That's sold to John Smetzer. Next is the Electric Light Orchestra Time, $29.99. It is a gold stamp promo. ELO Time, $29.99 on that. We have Sly and the Family Stone's Greatest Hits, $34.99. Clean copy. There is some writing. VG cover. The BG's condition. No condition notes on this. It does have a saw mark on the jacket. $19.99 RSO. The Patsy Cline is on the Vocalion label. The vinyl's EX. Does have a little blip there on the cover. EX vinyl, $27.99. I said I would do $22 on it. Sugarloaf does have some cover damage up here at the top. It is a gatefold. It is an OG with the hit song Green Eyed Lady. Michael Butler got ELO for $24. Or excuse me, Yes, Michael Butler got that for $24. And then price on the Debbie Gibson Electric Youth. Richard V. Miller. This is an OG original record in the original inner sleeve. EX, and that's $37.99. These are buy it now or best offer. Means you can go ahead and buy them or make offer. We got Kingfish. This has Bob Weir, the Grateful Dead on it. $24.99 on that. Roxy Music is a 1983 US. It is a gold stamp promo. Someone tried to peel off the sticker that came with it on the front. $14.99 on Roxy Music. Billy Joel, Tell Her About It. VG Condition, $9.99. That's a 3-track. Annette's Beach Party. Annette's Beach Party is a 63 US mono in VG Condition, $9.99. Michael Remza got Kingfish for $20. Sell that to Michael Remza. And Willie Alexander and the Boom Boom. EX $16.99. I have next a new empty crate to fill up. That one has gotten full really fast on us. Let's go ahead and grab an empty one here. And I got some more 45s to put up. Let's see what I have over here. Let's see what I can come up with. Oh, well, there's another Hip Pocket Records. You remember those Hip Pocket Records I was selling the other night? I have another one over here I didn't get to. And I have a Dwight Yoakam and Buck. I forgot about a couple of these. So the first thing we have is a Room at the Top. Most children do. That's one of those Hip Pocket records that were made by Ford Philco. It's on this flexi disc here. This is the Fallen Angels. Pretty cool here. The Fallen Angels from 1966, I believe. That's a $10 start. And then we have Dwight Yoakam, The Streets of Bakerfield. Dwight Yoakam and Buck Owens. That's in the original picture sleeve. It's nice. That's going up for a $10 start, okay? Let's go back to the top here. And Greg Hubers had it first. Greg, you want the Jesus Christ Superstar? Okay, I can change that. Change the Jesus Christ Superstar to Greg Hubers instead of Paul Brothers. That's no problem. Greg, you were first. So give that to Greg instead of Aries EMS, okay? Next, we have a pending offer on Patsy Cline. And then we sold that. And then we have ELO, Kingfish, and then Roxy for $10. Was that the only offer on that? Roxy for $10 with Winmouth. Let's go ahead and sell that to Winmouth for $10 then. And then Annette was sold to Larry Smith. Brian was second. And then Michael Butler offered $14 for Willie. That is sold. Chuck, third on Annette. And then how much you have to spend for free shipping? There's no amount. It's $7, even if you spend $5,000. We have Greg Almentor, EX Condition, $27.99. Greg Almentor, EX Condition, $27. It's $7 if you buy 145. It's $7 if you buy 500 LPs for $10,000. Billy Joel, Greatest Hits. This is EX Condition, $54.99. EX, $54.99. MU, The Best of Jethro Tull, VG Condition, $9.99. Michael Wood offered $25 for Debbie. First, though, Dwight has a bid with Scott Witt for $10. The Fallen Angels is a $10 start. My best price on Debbie Gibson right now would probably be $32, Michael Wood. We have Shotgun, Good, Bad, and Funky, $19.99 for Shotgun. Also, Aerosmith Classics Live, that's in shrink wrap. Classics Live 2, $34.99. John Kaiser, JT for $5. JT for $5. JT for $5. Jethro Tull, John Kaiser, I'll do that for $7. Next is a final call on Dwight Yoakam and Buck Owens for $10. Final call to bid on the Fallen Angels for $10. Frank Tovey, Snakes and Ladders. This is $9.99. Also, we have Empty Pockets, Outside Spectrum. That is sealed for $19.99. And Brooke Benton Today, VG Condition, $9.99. John Kaiser sold on Jethro Tull for $7. Danny, I will take $30 for Errol Smith. Also, we have the Statlers. That is VG Plus, $9.99. Olivia Newton-John's Greatest Hits Volume 2. Physical. Xanadu's on there. EX, $17.99. Also, we have Pat Travers, Heat in the Street. VG, $9.99. And Nicolette Larson, EX, $11.99. Nicolette Larson. The Nighthawks is EX Edition, $17.99. Hot Lips Page, 1938-1940. That is sealed for $19.99. Melissa Bailey, I'll go ahead and sell you Olivia Newton-John for $13. Thank you. Chick Willis, Footprints in My Bed. Chick Willis is $14.99. The White Yoakam is sold for $10 to Scott Witt. If anybody wants the Fallen Angels Hip Pocket record, cool novelty there. $10 on that if anybody wants it. Jay McShann, The Big Apple Bash. That is $14.99. Larry Drish on NH for $12. Nighthawks, $12, and then $13. Larry, it's yours if you want it. It'll be $13. John just out-offered you there by a buck. Picking at the Paradise Live, $9.99 for Picking at the Paradise. The All-Stars from Charlottesville, Virginia, that is sealed for $19.99. A little touch of Schmilson in the night. Harry Nilsson's $19.99. RCA Records, that is Harry Nilsson. And then we have Seals and Croft for $14.99. Larry Drish gets the Nighthawks for $30. Danny, if you want Aerosmith for $30, let me know. If not, Daniel Booziden does. Also, Grazing in the Grass. Grazing in the Grass. Friends of Distinction, $19.99. Let's see what other 45s I can put up. How about Marijuana Boogie? Los Cinco Lobos. That sounds interesting. Marijuana Boogie. Los Cinco Lobos. $10 start on that. Leonard Skinner Nothing Fancy is $34.99. Very clean copy. And then Carlos Santana, Havana Moon, $19.99 on that. The Swinging Small Bands of Jazz Heritage Series Volume 25, sealed $14.99. Aerosmith Is So to Danny for $30. Next is Alan Parsons Project, Ammonia Avenue, $14.99. Phil Collins, nobody grabbed that. Does have some sticker residue, but it does have In the Air Tonight on it, $19.99. The Honey Drippers is $14.99. The Honey Drippers is $14.99. I feel like I read through those very quickly. Let's run through them one more time. What else do I have over here to auction? My next trick that I have up my sleeve is a Buy It Now. What do I have here? I don't know. What else is in this bin? I have... I'll show them in just a second. Let's see here. We have CS15, Field 15. CS15, Field 15. CS was what? I know what Field is, and what was CS? Carlos Santana. Let's sell both of these. Field sold to Chad for 15. Gary got Carlos for 15. And Honey Drippers is sold to Michael McCullen. Thank you and thank you. Harry Nilsson. I think you forgot to put a 1 in front of the 5, right? I think you meant to say 15 and not 5. 15 on Harry Nilsson. Here's what's left in here. Chris Christopherson, Border Lord, EX Edition, $19.99. The Best of Bread, VG Plus, $14.99. A Gatefold. Fleetwood Mac is EX, $27.99. Penguin still available. We have The Best of Spirit, VG Condition, $9.99. Gordon Lightfoot, Don Quixote, VG, $9.99. The Monkees' Greatest Hits, VG Plus, $19.99. Simply Red was VG, $11.99. The Mamas and Papas, VG Condition, $9.99 on that. Also, Ray Stevens, Misty, $9.99. The Beach Boys is $19.99. We have Aretha Franklin for $19.99. We have Jeff Beck still available. There is a sticker on the cover, $19.99. Clean copy though, $19.99. Also, Sly and the Family Stone's Greatest Hits. There is some writing on the cover. It is a gatefold. This is $34.99. Also, BG Spirits Haven't Flown, $19.99. Here's Patsy Cline, EX $22.99. EX $22.99 on Patsy Cline. Sugarloaf, Green Eyed Lady, technically called Sugarloaf, $19.99. Billy Joel was VG, $9.99. Also, Greg Almentor, EX $27.99. Also, Billy Joel's Greatest Hits in shrink wrap, EX $54.99. 2LP gatefold, and that has never really been reproduced. That is the OG. Electric Youth is still available, EX $37.99. Shotgun, that is Good, Bad, and Funky, $19.99. Take Frank Tovey. Did you know this guy used to be Fad Gadget? That is $9.99. James Vasquez on the Patsy Cline. Sell that to James Vasquez. Also, we have the Empty Pockets. That is sealed for $19.99. Also, Brooke Benton today. Brooke wanted to fly my hand. He's only VG $9.99. If anybody wants the Marijuana Boogie, it's $10. That sounds interesting. We have the Statlers, Atlanta Blue, VG Plus $9.99. Larry Drish on BJ for $40. I can't do that, but I would do $48 on it. It's marked for $55. It's in shrink. It's a nice copy. We have Pat Travers Heat in the Street, VG $9.99. We have Nicolette Larson, EX $11.99. Chad Lay Off the Blue Juice. Do I feel like I'm talking fast? Hot Lips Page, 1938-1940, sealed $9.99. MB is sold, and MB is Marijuana Boogie. That's sold to Danny Thomason for $10. That is sold. That's also, the altar title for that is Cannabis Shuffle. Chick Willis, Footprints in My Bed, $14.99. Pat Travers is sold to Michael Peevler. That is done. We have Jay McShann for $14.99. The Big Apple Bash. Picking at the Paradise Live, $9.99. That is Picking at the Paradise, $9.99. Also, the All-Stars from Charlottesville, Tip Your Waitress, that's sealed for $19.99. We have Seals and Croft for $14.99. Get Closer. Friends of Distinction for $19.99. Friends of Distinction for $14.99, $19.99. Leonard Skinner still available, $34.99. The Swingin' Small Bands, $14.99. APP is $14.99. Mac and Almonds for $34. Mac and Almond. This one was marked $27.99, also known as $28. We also have a pending offer on that. Sell that to Larry Drish for $45. Thank you, Larry. Sold to you. And then Nicolette Larson is sold NL. That's sold to Paul Brothers. And then we got, he's referring to the Greg Almond story. That was 28 and 28. Might be too far apart on those. 28 and 28. 40 and 40 is 20. 20 and 20 is 40. 8 and 8, 16. $56. $56. 22.44. I'm at $44 on those, I think. Hold on a second. No, I'm not. What am I at? 22 and 22. Yeah, I'm at $44. That's $10 off. Blondie. That's from another band I'm about to go. Yeah, no. Gregory Roberts already bought Blondie. I have another crate of new stuff from the night. I think Paul and Laura marked 5 crates, and I think after we go through this one, we'll be able to condense them into one bin. Here is another opportunity. Brand new stuff. I'm not even going to pause. Next record is Kim Carnes, Mistaken Identity. Betty Davis Eyes, $9.99. Little Feet Sailing Shoes, $24.99 on Little Feet. Bill Laswell Baselines, white label promo, $19.99. Joe Jackson, Big World, $19.99 for Joe Jackson. Dinah Ross and the Supremes, 25th anniversary. 3 LPs, 12-page booklet, 42 tracks. 42 tracks, $24.99. Dinah Ross by herself is $14.99. Boomtown Rats, 5 Deep is $14.99. The Dregs is $19.99. KC, that's Kim Carnes. That's sold to Gary Wellman. Thank you. Also, Dire Straits is $14.99. We have Marvin Gaye. That is $19.99. Romantically Yours. Next is Ginger Baker. You may know him from Cream, Horses and Trees. $24.99. Electric Guitars, Language Problems. $9.99 on that. We have Rick James Glow. Rick James is $19.99. Rick James Glow. Toto Fahrenheit. Toto is $24.99. Marvin Gaye's Greatest Hits, $19.99. Carly Simon, Spy. Carly Simon is $9.99. Jackson Brown is a white label promo. This one loads from the left. Very weird. Loads over here from the left. That's a white label promo. $19.99. Michael McCullen on the Dregs. That is sold to Michael McCullen. Thank you. Gone. See you later. We have this, $9.99. Michael Desbars. That's a promo label for $9.99. Steve Martin. Comedy is Not Pretty with hype sticker and promo sticker. $14.99 on Steve Martin. Squeeze. Argy Bargy. Squeeze is $24.99. We have $14.99. This is Bellalusum Some People. $14.99. Gary Wellman all over the Jackson Brown promo. That is sold. And Jeff Beck is $19.99. This is a white label promo. $19.99. White label promo. And Shotgun 4 is $19.99. Shotgun 4. Rod Stewart, self-titled, Ghost Stamp promo, $14.99. And GTR is $19.99. GTR has the original on her sleeve, $19.99. James Vasquez on SM. Steve Martin, that's sold to James Vasquez. Mac, Almond, and Dyer. So we's at $44. And now Dire Straits is at $14. So now we're at $50. And that was 10, excuse me, you was at $50, $14.99. I'll do 10 on it, which is a very considerable discount, 33% off. Now we're at $54. Now we're at $54. Next is Leslie on SM. And we have Beck is at $15 with Chad Sauls. That is sold to Chad Sauls for $15. And that was a white label promo. Here's what's left in here. GTR, Rod Stewart, Shotgun, Bellalusum Some, Squeeze, Michael Desbars, Carly Simon, Marvin Gaye, Toto, Rick James, Electric Guitars. I keep forgetting what this is. It's making me very angry. It's Ginger Baker, Marvin Gaye, Boomtown Rats, Dinah Ross, and the Supremes, Joe Jackson, Bill Laswell, and Little Feet. All righty, let's put these over here and here. So everything that was priced tonight is now in one crate, and guess what? We have even more to go through. We have emptied another crate. I love emptying crates. That is my favorite thing. I mean, it's like, wow, emptied. Let's go through this stuff. If y'all thought you were seeing great records, these should get even better. These are all buy it now best offer. First thing we have is the Rolling Stones VG Plus $24.99 out of our heads. A nicer OG VG London stereo copy, $24.99 on the Rolling Stones. We have Leonard Skinner, One More from the Road. What are some of these doing left unclaimed? Now they're buy it now best offer. Get them now before I show them tomorrow about 6 o'clock and they're really going to get sold. Leonard Skinner VG Plus $24.99. The Moody Blues 7th Sojourn VG Plus $9.99. The Moody Blues 7th Sojourn VG Plus $9.99. Also, Eric Clapton, There's One in Every Crowd, EX Condition, $32.99. Boz Scaggs, that is his self-titled album. It's a gatefold, VG Plus $14.99. Boz Scaggs, VG Plus $14.99. Alvalandro Escovedo, Burn Something Beautiful, a 2016, $21.99. Also, Black Sabbath, that's a remaster, $24.99, 180 gram, Black Sabbath by Black Sabbath. The Black Keys El Camino, an original OG pressing from 2011 with a CD, $44.99. Sealed, Red Hot Chili Peppers, Blood Sugar Sex Magic, $39.99. Next was Apocalypse, Bill Callahan, 2011, only time on vinyl, $24.99. Larry, my best price on the Rolling Stones would be $20. Best price would be $20. We have Bob Dylan, Springtime in New York, Bootleg Series Volume 16, 1980-1985, Seal, 2021, $34.99. The Rolling Stones, Grr, Live, 2012, New Jersey, white vinyl, $74.99, a 3 LP on white vinyl. Joshua wants the Rolling Stones, if you don't, Larry, for $20, which seems like a great price for a pretty solid VG Plus. Let's go back and find that, and that is here. Or Joshua, did you want the Red Hot Chili Peppers? Let me know. Teresa said Black Keys for $44.99, and Teresa, I'm going to sell that to you. Thank you. That is sold to you. Also, Journey's Greatest Hits is a 2011 remaster, $39.99, $39.99. And Bob Dylan in concert at Brandeis University, 1963, Seal, $29.99. Camel, Rain Dances, Camel is $19.99. By the Best of Benny King, Stand By Me, $19.99. Everyone eats dinner at 6 p.m., LO, or just maybe you. Well, I guess it depends on your time zone, because when I go live at 5 o'clock here in Tennessee, it's 6 o'clock on the East Coast, but it's still like lunch hour out in California. And like right now, it's still lunch out in California, and now it's late on the East Coast. So I guess it depends on where you're watching from. Santana Abraxas is $24.99. Larry says he'll take the Rolling Stones for $20. I'm assuming Joshua, he can have the Stones. I've never listened to them before. Do what? Wait a minute. Let me read that one more time. He can have the Stones. I've never listened to them before. Let me read that one more time, make sure I'm reading that correctly. He can have the Stones. I've never listened to them before. Okay, I did read that correctly. We have Chad Sauls on Dylan for $25. Chad, I'm going to say the Seal Bob Dylan for $25. Next thing I have is the Golden Hour of the Searchers, $14.99. The Golden Hour of the Searchers, $14.99. Now, Josh, I know you think you've never listened to the Rolling Stones before, but I can promise you you've listened to the Rolling Stones, okay? I promise you. Okay? Joshua does want the Red Hot Chili Peppers. That is sold to Joshua Vogt. Next thing is Seven Bridges Road, Stephen Young, $19.99. It is impossible to live in America. It's possible to live anywhere in the world and never heard a Rolling Stone song. You would have to have lived literally in a cave. Chick Corea, 3/4. Chick Corea is $19.99. Chick Corea. And Fleetwood Mac is in shrink wrap, $49.99. Tango in the Night, $49.99. Take 20 for the Bill Callahan. You got it. Bill Callahan is sold to Ken Foster for $20. Next is The Doors, Alive She Cried. That's a great live concert in shrink wrap, $34.99. Yeah, there's no way. You've heard the Rolling Stones, you just don't realize it. $34.99. That's The Doors, Alive She Cried. You'd have to literally grew up in a cave. Okay, so first thing we have up at the top, we have Chad got Dylan for $25. Next is best price on MB. Now I'm assuming that was for the Moody Blues. Ron Cantrell, I'll do that for $7. It was VG Plus $9.99. Joshua, I do have you down for Red Hot Chili Peppers. Ken Foster, I got you down for that. Next is Fleetwood Mac, Brian DeLeon, you got that for $40. Carla Brecky, I'm going to go ahead and sell you Journey for $33. Carla Brecky, that's sold to you for $33. And Ron Cantrell, Billy Joel, The Bridge, $14.99. Ron Cantrell got the Moody Blues for $7. Chad Sauls, what do I have on the doors? $25. I'll sell that to you for $28, Chad. Next thing I have is Chick Corea, Electric Band. Chick Corea is sealed, $24.99. Next is BS 18. BS for 18. BS for 18. What was BS? And then Billy for 10. Billy, that's Billy Joel. Sell that to Melissa for 10. And then Wimmis says he don't want the Dire Straits. Okay, so put this back in here. Dire Straits is $14.99 if anybody wants it. And what else do I have? I got to figure out what BS was. And then Yes Doors 28. All right, so this is sold to Chad for 28. And then JK, BS, Chick Corea, Steve Young, Searcher, Santana, Benny King, Camel, Stones, Bob Dylan, Black Sabbath. I bet it's Black Sabbath. $20. $20 on that. That would be 5 off. Not a bad price on that for $20. A remaster. The Best of the Beach Boys, $19.99. The Best of the Beach Boys, $19.99 on that. Also, we have Nude Camel, $19.99. Joshua may be the youngest person watching. He's 22. I'm 29. Is anybody younger than Josh? He's 22. That's one of the youngest buyers I think we have in Coletco. He's 22. I'm 29. But Joshua, we're only 7 years apart, and I've listened to the entire Rolling Stones discography, and I probably could write a 10-page essay about their music. So you've got a long ways to go. You've got a lot of listening to do. The Rolling Stones has a lot of music, and it's some of the best music ever wrote and recorded. I mean, I could give you song after song, and your mind is just going to be blown. You're like a science experiment. I need to put you in a chair with headphones on you and play you some songs. We have Black Sabbath. That's sold to JK. That is 18 with JK, and I said 20. So Black Sabbath is $20 to JK. How much was the Best of Benny King? That was $19.99, Danny. That is Stand By Me, $19.99. Next is the Byrds, the original singles, 1965, 1967, $19.99. The Byrds, $19.99. Also, Welcome to Goose Creek Symphony. This is Goose Creek Symphony, $19.99. And Mike Oldfield, Amadon, $14.99. Mike Oldfield, Amadon, $14.99. Foo Fighters, Medicine at Midnight, $24.99. Yeah, go listen to, like, I want you to get off the feed right now. Like, stop buying records and go listen to Gimme Shelter, okay? Like that right now. Like, stop everything you're doing. I don't even want you buying records for the rest of the night. Foo Fighters, Medicine at Midnight. Foo Fighters is $24.99. And Greta Van Fleet, The Battle at Garden's Gate. Battle at Garden's Gate. This is sealed, white vinyl, 2LP, $44.99. And then Joshua, come back in about 4 minutes when the song's over, and then let us know what you think, because we're all still going to be here. Go listen to Gimme Shelter, and come back and let me know what you say, okay? I know Pantera Faith No More, maybe not to the level you do, but I've listened to, I think, every Pantera song that I think that they've recorded. Let's go back to the top. Now, Faith No More, maybe not. Okay, so let's go back up the top, and we sold JK, and then let's see what else is going on here. Next thing is, there hadn't been any new claims since then. Next is Golden Earrings on the double. This is numbered on red vinyl, $29.99. Golden Earrings, $29.99. And then Tedeschi Trucks Band, Made Up Mind. Tedeschi Trucks Band is sealed, $69.99. Great records in here. Buy it now or best offer. Next thing we have is McCartney. This is a 2LP, $34.99. The Archive Collection, you got 2 LPs, $34.99. Any Kiss available. I have the entire Kiss discography available. They're all new and sealed. Purple Rain, Prince and the Revolution, sealed, $29.99. And We have Anthology of Grover Washington Jr., sealed, $19.99. Anthology of Grover Washington Jr., Brian Auger, $14.99. Brian Auger and Bob Seger, Beautiful Loser, $24.99. Bob Seger, $24.99 for Beautiful Loser. And Lynn County Fever Shot, $39.99. Lynn County Fever Shot. We have Huey Lewis in the News. This is a picture disc, $29.99. Rolling Stones. Yeah, let's see what their top streaming songs are right quick. We got to go see what their top streaming songs are. I mean, Satisfaction. Let's go over to Apple Music right quick and see what the top streaming Rolling Stone songs are right quick. You've got Paint It Black, Gimme Shelter, Sympathy for the Devil, You Can't Always Get What You Want, Start Me Up, Beast of Burden, Satisfaction, Miss You, Can't You Hear Me Knocking, Wild Horses, Honky Tonk Women, Brown Sugar. Yeah, I mean, that's the, yeah, She's a Rainbow. That's more the psychedelic. It's Only Rock. Under My Thumb, Tumbling Dice, Ruby Tuesday, Angie, Waiting on a Friend, Wild Horses. Here's some good stuff here. Street Fighting Man, Get Off My Cloud, Shattered, As Tears Go By, Heartbreaker, Let's Spend a Night Together, Mother's Little Helper, Jumpin' Jack. Why is Jumpin' Jack Flash that far? Okay, it's up here as well. I was about to say, Jumpin' Jack Flash, Moonlight Mile, Ain't Too Proud to Beg. That's a cover, but their version's incredible. Man, yeah, I mean, look at all these. How many albums? So if you go here, I mean, yeah, there's quite a discography here. It starts getting good right around there, and then it's just epic for many, many years. And then it starts to trail off, and then they had some decent stuff right in there. So yeah, it is. They had a big run there for a while where about everything they were doing is epic. The early stuff is kind of like the really early Beatles, maybe before they were writing their own music. When they started writing their own music, they became a different animal, just like the Beatles. They realized how talented they were. Mick Jagger, Keith Richards. They started writing their own music, and when they realized they had that power, then their whole element changed. Just like the Beatles, they kind of was covers, and then that's, yeah. Okay, sorry, we got on a far tangent there talking about Joshua just blew our minds. Joshua come in and said he had never listened to the Rolling Stones before, which I figured there's 225 people watching right now. All 225 people for sure have listened to the Rolling Stones, right? Todd Doris got Paul McCartney for $30. That's sold to Todd Doris for $30. James Vasquez got Bob Seger for $20. That's sold to James Vasquez. Joshua got the Huey Lewis picture disc. That is sold. Joshua Vogt got the Huey Lewis. That is sold. How much is the Tedeschi Trucks Band? That's a sealed. That's a 2013 original, $69.99. Sealed, $69.99. And then we have next, and let's see what else I have. And it's Golden Earrings a comp. Golden Earrings, I think, is a reissue of an early album on the double, a limited edition 1000. That's early. Golden Earring got started in 1969, 67. Yeah, this is from 1969. It's a reissue of a studio album from 1969, $29.99. $29.99. All right. Next thing we have. Next, let's finish up this band. Then I got to go through it again. This is Lynn County, Till the Break of Dawn. This is Lynn County, $29.99. We're going through a killer buy it now best offer bin. Next is the Liberace picture disc, $9.99 for Liberace. We have the Eagles Live. That's $39.99. That's a 2 LP with picture with the poster and the original under sleeve. $39.99. We have Buffalo Springfield. That's $34.99. Buffalo Springfield, $34.99. That's a gatefold 2 LP. Favorite Beatles song is Maxwell Silver Hammer. That's something you don't hear every day. The Buckinghams, Kind of a Drag, $24.99. The Best of the Chambers Brothers is $29.99. Also, Graham Edge Band featuring Avon Groovitz, that's $14.99. John Schaefer wants the Liberace picture disc. How could he go wrong there? Also, Elvis Costello is $24.99. Gary Wellman wants the Golden Earring for $25. Let me make sure that Richard Group doesn't want it. Richard, if you want that for $25, let me know. If not, I'm going to sell it to Gary Wellman. And then Elvis, this is his last studio album, Moody Blue, $34.99. So Golden Earring has a pending offer. Let's run through those one more time. Are you going to auction that? Yeah, it's over here on a table behind me. And I have an extraordinary amount of stuff to be listed other than our own Facebook page. But yeah, that's what I've got to do with that. Probably work on it tonight. I was thinking about stopping tonight at 11 o'clock, and it's 11:42. We got over 200 people watching, and records are flying out of the bin. So let's go through these one more time. These are all buy it now or best offer, okay? And then ST put true. Was that a claim, or did I miss something? Or maybe he was answering something. Okay, first thing we have is Leonard Skinner. One more from the road. VG Plus $24.99. These are all buy it now best offer. Skinner is VG Plus $24.99. We have Eric Clapton, that's EX $32.99. Golden Earring is sold to Gary Wellman for $25. Great titles in here. Also, we have Boz Scaggs, VG Plus $14.99. We have Alondro Escovedo, Burn Something Beautiful, $21.99 on that. Also, Bob Dylan, Springtime in New York. That is sealed $34.99. Chris, are you offering $17 for Elvis Costello? If so, sell that to Chris Knapp for $17. Next is Stones, Rolling Stones, Grr. Grr is sealed $74.99. Also, we have Camel Rain Dances, $19.99 on Camel. Santana Abraxas is $24.99. The Golden Hour of the Searchers is $14.99. Seven Bridges Road, Steve Young, $19.99. We have Chick Corea 3/4, $19.99. Chick Corea Electric Band, that's sealed $24.99. I'll tell you what though, that one's $20 and that one's $25. But if you buy both of them, I'll do them for $15 and $15. $15 and $15 on the Chick Coreas, that'd be $30. One of them sealed. Dire Straits is a gold stamp promo, $14.99 extended dance EP. The Best of the Beach Boys, Surfing USA, that is $19.99. That's on the Tan Star Line label. Also, Camel, Nude, another Camel album, $19.99. Gary Wellman just offered $15 for Rain Dances. That's sold to Gary Wellman for $15. Stand By Me, The Best of Benny King and the Drifters, that's $19.99. John Kaiser said LS for $18, and LS was for the Leonard Skinner back here. Let's go ahead and sell that to John Kaiser for $18. Thank you. We have The Birds, that's the original singles. 65 to 67, Turn, 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 Mr. Tambourine Man, 8 Miles High. Michael's going to take me up on my Chick Corea bundle. Those are sold to Michael Rimza for $30. That's $15 and $15. Richard Group, I'm going to sell you the Dire Straits for $10. Gary Wellman got the other Camel for $15. Those are all sold. Welcome to Goose Creek Symphony is $19.99. Mike Oldfield, Amadon, $14.99 for Mike Oldfield. Foo Fighters, Medicine at Midnight. Foo Fighters is $24.99. We have Greta Van Fleet, Sealed, The Battle of Gardens Gate, $44.99 on that. Prince is Sealed, a remaster of Purple Rain, $29.99. Sherry Darnell, I'm going to sell you Benny King for $16. That is sold to Sherry Darnell, thank you. An anthology of Grover Washington Jr., that's never been opened, $19.99. Also, Brian Auger, $14.99. We have Lynn County, 2 Lynn counties in here. The first one is Fever Shot, $39.99. Red Mercury, No Condition Notes. We have Tedeschi Trucks. This is a 2 LP. It is an original, and it's $69.99. It is sealed. We have an offer from Brian on Prince for $22. Brian, let's do a $2 bump on that, and I'll sell it to you. And we have how much on the Birds? I believe that was $19.99, Ron Cantrell. It is. It's really clean, really good compilation there. Lynn County. I'm going to offer another discount, okay? First thing we have is Lynn County and Lynn County. These are $39 and $29. If you buy both of them right now, I'll do $40 on them. Lynn County, $40, another bundle. We have next is Brian D. Leon. You get Prince for $22. See, you might want to take up my offer. I'm going to do those for $20 and $20 if you buy both of them right now. Lynn Counties. Eagles Live, $39.99 with the poster. We have Buffalo Springfield for $34.99. That is a 2 LP. Stephen Stills, Neil Young, Richie Furay, Jim Messina, Bruce Palmer, Dewey Martin, Buffalo, $34.99. We have Ron Cantrell on the Birds for $16. That's sold to Ron Cantrell. Also, the Buckingham's Kind of a Drag, $24.99. We have the Best of the Chambers Brothers. That's $29.99. Also, Graham Edge Band, Graham Edge from the Moody Blues. It has a promo sticker, a promo clip corner, not a promo label, $14.99. And then we have Elvis, Moody Blue on blue vinyl. We have an offer on the Birds for $16. I've already said sold to that, haven't I? Did I already put that in the bin? Yeah, Ron Cantrell got that for $16. Now we have a problem on the Lynn County. C. Thomas offered 22 for one, and then Gary Wellman wants the bundle. Okay, so here's what we'll do then. Till the break. So sell this for 22 to C. Thomas. He did ask first, and then Gary wanted the bundle. But Gary, what I'll do is I'll just sell this to you for 18. Is that okay? That way it equals 40. He got that one for 22, and I'll sell you that one for 18, which would be more of half off, okay? And then John Kaiser gets the Eagles for 28. That's so to John Kaiser for 28. Chris Knapp, you were next on birds. And then best price on Tedeschi trucks. Right now, I would do... let's see. Let's do... I bet 55 would get it sold. Michael, let's do 55. I bet that'll get it sold, okay? The Ginger Baker. That was in a previous bin, but I can find it. So sell the other Lynn County Fever Shot for 18, okay? The Ginger Baker was in a previous bin, and it's right here. It has the one that there's nothing written on the cover. It kept on throwing me for a loop. Lets me also revisit. I was working on a bundle deal with Weymouth, and I don't know if he's still interested. Weymouth, let me know if you want these for 22 and 22. Those are still pending. Greg Allman and Fleetwood Mac, if he passes, if anybody else wants them. And then Michael McCullen's is sold, and that's on Tedeschi Trucks for 55. That's sold to Michael McCullen. I'll try to order new copies. Tedeschi Truck stuff is never cheap because most of it is 2 or 3 and 4 LPs. Like their stuff is always like a 3 LP or a 4 LP, or it's music on vinyl. And of course, all the 2 LP music on vinyl is like $40 and $50. So none of their stuff is really cheap. Here's the Ginger Baker. It's called Horses and Trees. Ginger Baker is $24.99. Horses and Trees, $24.99. Okay. Now those are pending. There's Ginger Baker, and yeah, we flew through those. How about we go through another one? I still see a lot of active people interested. Let's not kill the mojo. Let's just keep going. It's 11:50. This will take us probably well past midnight if we go ahead and go through these other ones. That was all sold. And let's see what else we have over here. Holy moly, there's some good titles in here. Oh my goodness. Let's go ahead and go through these. I mean, this has only been gone through once, and this is from some of that new stuff. And let's go through and buy it now or best offer, okay? Any more 45s? We may get through some tonight. I don't know, though. I don't know. Let's go ahead and go through these. I want to kind of wait. It's kind of the time. I kind of went back and calculated that. John's getting them ready for sale. We sold a bunch. Here's what's going to be auctioned tomorrow. Let me give you an idea of some of the crazy stuff that's going to be auctioned tomorrow. I got to go photograph these tonight. I'm going to photograph every one of these. There is some crazy stuff in here. Janis Joplin promo. This is a Disney castaway from the 50s. Midnight Oil, David Lee Roth, Sade, Foo Fighters, Marvin Gaye, Leonard Skinner, Madonna, Mad Magazine insert, Fleetwood Mac, Bruce Willis, Hank Williams Sr., Hank Williams Jr., ABC Worldwide of Sports, some sort of Babe Ruth record, Adam Stag Party Preview, Snap Crackle Pop, Pretzel Logic Jukebox EP, Jethro Tull Picture Sleeve, Rolling Stones Picture Sleeve, early Rolling Stones single, or I should say Satanic Majesty's Request, Toto, Hank Williams EP, Les Paul Mary Ford. Look at that Rolling Stones. Don't get that one very often. Jimmy Rogers EP. That is Lieutenant Uhuru from, or however you say it, from Star Trek. Grateful Dead EP. Man on the Moon. Neil Diamond Jukebox. Ella Fitzgerald. Profiles in Gold. Fabian. Simple Minds Test Pressing. Junior's Farm Promo. D.D. Sharp. American Pie. The Skeletons. Green Vinyl RCA. Mickey. Wild Cherry. Elvis. Vixen. Ozzy. Gin Blossoms. Elvis. Genesis, Debbie Gibson, Georgia Satellites, Patti Smith Group, Wings promo, Let 'Em In, Pink Floyd promo, The Beatles on Starline, another Wings promo, Kylie Minogue, whatever that is. And then what were these? Gin Blossoms, Lou Bega, Van Halen, George Michael, and the Beatles. Promo, My Bonnie. Now that's going to be part 1 of 45s that we do tomorrow. And then I think I've showed y'all already the picture sleeves over here from Elvis and Beatles that we have yet to get to, okay? So first thing we have is Gary Wellman said Ginger Baker sold. That is sold. And then next, everything in here is buy it now or best offer. Jay Giles Bloodshot in partial shrink wrap on red vinyl. Jay Giles is $29.99. Jay Giles, $29.99. These are all buy it now or best offer. Genesis, 3 Sides Live. Genesis is a gatefold 2 LP, $34.99 for 3 Sides Live, $34.99. Mark, Don, and Terry, $34.99. Mark, Don, and Terry, $34.99. Mark, Don, and Terry. We have The Sting, $19.99. The Sting. I've watched about 10 episodes of the original Star Trek. I love them. I love collecting Star Trek stuff. I collect Star Trek comic books, but I've never really watched a lot of it. I just love the stuff. We have The Cars Greatest Hits, $34.99. In shrink wrap. Great titles in here. Again, Jay Giles Band Live, Blow Your Face Out, $29.99. Jay Giles, $29.99. So already, Jay Giles, Cars, Sting. Mark, Don, and Terry, which is pre-Grand Funk. That's when they were the Pack and pre-Grand Funk. And then we have the Sting, Genesis, Jay Giles, and shrink on red vinyl. The Velvet Underground with Lou Reed, live, $79.99. Classic 4, Traces. That's $9.99. Almost flew out of my hand. Santana's Greatest Hits, $19.99. Jethro Tull Under Wraps, $19.99. Also, Jethro Tull Broadsword, $19.99. We have Alan Parsons Project, another copy of Ammonia Avenue, $19.99. This is a wild cover. It took me forever to figure this out. It looks like a face or something like that, but when you turn it that way, it makes a lot more sense. It looks like actual pops, but there's no telling. I looked at that forever, and I was like, man, what is going on here? $19.99 on Alan Parsons. Next is Bob Dylan in shrink, Planet Waves. Bob Dylan's $29.99. That's in shrink wrap, Planet Waves. Bob Dylan Knocked Out Loaded. We sold one of these earlier tonight, a gold stamp promo. This is another OG copy in shrink with Hop, $34.99. Yes, Big Generator, $19.99. Can't believe that's still there. Jethro Tull Thick as a Brick. Can't believe that's still there, $19.99. Allen Ginsberg, First Blues, Gold Stamp promo, $49.99. The Pretenders, Back on the Chain Gang, a 12-inch single, $12.99. Valley by Frankie Valli, $9.99. Country Joe McDonald, Love is a Fire, $19.99. Elvis, Legendary Performer Volume 1, $19.99. Blood, Sweat, and Tears, their first album, Child is Father to the Man, $19.99. These are all buy it now or best offer. I'm going to pause right there to make sure everybody's still awake. I hadn't seen a comment on a claim in about 3 minutes, and I just read an insane batch of really good records, and they're all buy it now best offer. Let me make sure I'm still alive. Is everybody still awake out there? Hold on a minute. Yep, I'm still alive. I felt my pulse. I got to make sure y'all are still alive. There hadn't been like a nuclear explosion, has there? And everybody's wasted except me, and now I'm here by myself, talking to myself, trapped in this room full of records. That would be wild. Everybody's here and awake. Okay, just wanting to make sure y'all are still with us. Here we go. It's not like that episode of The Twilight Zone where that guy goes down in the basement, the nuclear bomb goes off, and he's the only one left on Earth. Time Enough at Last, or Time, what's it called? Let's see. Time, what's it called? Time at Last. Y'all know what I'm talking about, though. Hopefully everybody has seen that Twilight Zone episode. Time at Last. What is it called? Time at Last. Josh was listening to the Stones. Okay, let's go back up to the top. The last thing that I said, Chad, Tuesday night, you showed some records from a brown box. Is that still close by? Yes, maybe. Yes, maybe. And then Michael McCullen Tull. Which one? There's two. There's Broadsword and Under Wraps. or maybe you want them 15 and 15. Just let me know. And then next is, what's the Alan Parsons? That is Ammonia Avenue. Alan Parsons, Ammonia Avenue, $19.99. Very clean copy. Both Dylans for $45. Both Dylans. This Dylan. Said those to Chad Sauls for $45. You got it. Thank you. And next we have Stone, still here. And then we have Blow Your Face Out for $22. This one right here, ST, you got it, $22. Heart Rate 65. But there was time. No, I don't think so. Still chipping away. We still got Fred Goodwin. Yeah, we still got posters. Time Enough at Last. That's what it's called. That's a Twilight Zone episode. One of the most highly regarded. Yes, for sure. All right, we stopped right here at JoJo Gun. JoJo Gun is VG Plus, $9.99. Also, the Eagles, VG Plus, $14.99. That is a 1975 Spain. He didn't want broadsword or under wraps. He wanted to be thick as a brick, and that is sold to Michael McCullen for $15. You got that. Next is the Magic Lanterns, Shame, EX Edition, $17.99. The Magic Lanterns, and the Mamas and Papas, 16 Greatest Hits in shrink on the first label, $17.99. We still got Fred records and posters, and I'm getting very close to doing another big submission of autographs to JSA, like 500 plus. And with that being said, I've got to go through the rest of Fred's stuff, because in some of these tubs, in various tubs around here, I've got autographs, and they're just kind of hidden. And we got to go through all those. There's autographs hidden. Y'all know when we go through those, we'll go through a poster box, and there'll be 4 or 5 movie posters autographed. So you just never know. Mamas and Papas, that's sold to Brian DeLeon for $12. Paul Brothers gets the Eagles for $10. That is sold to Paul Brothers for $10. And here we go. Fred tonight just waging for JSA. So yeah, I'm kind of like, at this point, I've got to make a decision tonight on what to go through next with Fred, so we can try to find and hunt some more autographs, because we have to, we got to get out some, we got to find more, okay? And I got to go through all the autographs we have that's unauthenticated. I got plenty that's already authenticated, but we got to get more. Man, we got some killer stuff that's signed that we got to get letters for. We still got stuff that's signed that hadn't sold yet. I got a lot of new customers now. I got to show y'all some of these incredible autographs we have. We got signed photos, signed records, signed movie posters, signed lobby cards. It's just stacked up to the everywhere around here. I mean, like right over here, there's a stack. It's just nothing but autographs that I really hadn't gone through. They're all signed. So anyway, we have Eagles 10 and then Magic Lanterns. Sorry, I got sidetracked again. Gary Wellman, you got the Magic Lanterns for $15. Next is Bruce Springsteen, Baby We Were Born to Run, VG Plus, $19.99. It's in shrink wrap. Also, Yes is Big Generator. Yes is $19.99. Big Generator. All-time greatest hits of Paul Revere and the Raiders, a 2LP, EX $17.99. We have Sheena Easton. Sheena Easton is EX Edition, $12.99. Supertramp, Crime of the Century, Bloody Well White, $24.99. Crime of the Century, $24.99. Emerson, Lake and Palmer, Pictures at an Exhibition, $19.99. Charlie Ventura and his band in concert, $19.99. 13 on Yes. I'll do 15 on Yes. I'll do 15 on Yes. I got to have a counter on Yes. That's one of my favorite bands. I hope Joshua's listened to Yes. Bruce is 15. Sold that to Rick Peabody. Thank you, Rick. We have Black is Black, Los Bravos, a classic, $19.99. Rick Ocasek, This Side of Paradise, $24.99. Joe Cocker, VG, great live album, Mad Dogs and Englishmen. Brian Call got Yes for $15. Big Generator, thank you. That's gone. Next is The Tubes now. The Tubes is in VG Plus condition, $14.99. The Best of Peter, Paul, and Mary with the book, VG Plus, $14.99. Also, Paul Revere and the Raiders of Mark Lindsay. That's EX $17.99. Jimi Hendrix. Hendrix in the West. EX $29.99 for Hendrix in the West. EX $29.99 on that. Jimi Hendrix. Next is Los Bravos. That is sold to Brian DeLeon for $14. Is the Cars Greatest Hits labels a gatefold? I've never seen these as a gatefold. The Cars Greatest Hits. It's in shrink, a single pocket jacket. No condition notes, $34.99. Also, we have Cream, Goodbye, VG Plus condition. That's a gatefold, $24.99. Cream, goodbye. VG Plus, $24.99. Brian, you're going to get the Hendrix for $22. Thank you, Brian D. Leon. That's sold to you. Next thing we have is the Infinite McCoys. That's a psych record in shrink wrap, $27.99. How about a quick auction? Journey, Don't Stop Believing, an original 7-inch single and Natural Thing from the album. It even mentions Escape. It looks like it's unplayed. Journey, late time auction, $10 start on Journey. Don't Stop Believing. Next is JC for Paul Brothers, and JC was Joe Cocker. That's sold to Paul Brothers. Thank you. ST offer 20 for Cream. Thank you, sold to ST for 20. Next back here is the Pretenders Learning to Crawl, $29.99. Is the G Washington still available for 15. That's Grover Washington. We have Gary Wellman on the McCoys for 25. Thank you, Gary. G Washington. That makes me think Grover Washington. Was that in this crate or was that something shown earlier? I don't think there was a Grover Washington in here, was there? Grover Washington? I don't think so. Now, I remember a sealed Grover Washington earlier for $19.99. It was a sealed Grover Washington. Now, if your offer's for $15, I'll accept it, but I just want to make sure we're on the same page. Pete Townshend's $19.99. This is a solo album from the guitarist of The Who, and it has his hit song, Let My Love Open the Door. Also, The Music Is You, a tribute to John Denver, a 2 LP sealed, $19.99. And Satin Chickens by Rhinoceros. Rhinoceros is $19.99. Powerhouse by Deep Purple, a 78 German press, $34.99. 78 German press. Carly Brecky. Carla is in on the Journey single for $10. Going once, going twice. And FM for $10. And that was FM for $10. And that was, I've been sidetracked. What was that? And then PT for Gary Wellman. That is Pete Townsend. That's sold to Gary Wellman. I will take 14 on that. Return to Forever, featuring Chick Corea, Hymn of the Seventh Galaxy. It's in the original on her sleeve, $14.99. Eric Clapton, Timepieces is Volume 2, live in the 70s. 83 UK, $34.99. I love that cover. $34.99 Clapton. And Grand Funk Phoenix. Grand Funk is in shrink wrap, $24.99 for Grand Funk Phoenix. Also, we have Tom Petty, Wildflowers. This is $36.99. Disregard. Okay. Journey, Don't Stop Believing has a new bid for $12. Carla Brecky, you've been outbid. $12 is the new high bid on that. It was earlier Grover Washington, okay? Probably in this bin right here then. Let me see if I can find it right quick. Grover Washington, and it's not in this bin. That was in this crate before then. It's in one of those. I have a, or did somebody buy that? Let me see here. It might have been in this crate. Yeah, it's this one. Here it is. You're talking about this. If you're a first-time, Greg, are you a first-time buyer? If you are, just say yes, first-time buyer. Sell that to Greg Murray for $15. You got it? If you're a first-time buyer, say yes, first-time buyer. Danny got Tom Petty for $30. That's sold to Danny Thomason. And Neil Young, After the Gold Rush. A 2009 Palace pressing for $49.99. 2009 audiophile grade Palace pressing, $49.99 for Neil Young, After the Gold Rush. King Crimson, In the Court of the Crimson King, $34.99. Gatefold, $34.99. And The Zombies is sealed, a 2020 mono pressing, $34.99. If you're a first-time buyer, thank you and welcome. Make sure you send our Facebook page a message. If you're on Facebook, which it looks like you are, I'm going to need your email address and I'm going to need your mailing address, okay? I'm going to need your email address and I'm going to need your mailing address. We do $7 in limited shipping. That is $7 in limited shipping. That is through Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, today. And also, I'll be here tomorrow doing this from probably 5 to at least 1 a.m., maybe 2. We do this 7 to 9 hours every day, every night. I'm here selling records, and that gives you 6 nights of buying, $7 in limited shipping. Brian DeLeon on KC for $27 sold, and Richard Group, I'll split the difference with you there on the Zombies for $30. I'll split the difference there with you. The Zombies was $35. Can't do $25, but I will do $30. Okay? And anybody else watching late tonight, welcome. Don't hesitate to buy. We are here and we don't buy. We are obviously very excited to have you on because I think if I sell a record to you, we might establish a buying relationship that will last years. And that's what I need with our new buyers. So I want y'all to have a great first-time buying experience, and we need y'all on here every night buying records. And as you see, some of these people on here buying records, they've been buying records from me from years. They on here every night doing this. $7 is not international. That is for the 50 United States. International shipping is calculated. If you're international, we're going to send you an invoice on Monday. After you pay for that invoice, after you pay for it, we're going to pack up your records. We're going to send you a bill for the exact postage cost to Canada, okay? Was there a Paul Raiders with Mark Lindsay? Yeah, I think that's right back here. That is this one, and that is EX 1799. Rich Group said 28. Sell that to Rich Group for $28. And next is Journey. Are we done? Carla did bid 15, Paul. Carla has the Journey for 15. Next is Led Zeppelin. That is a remaster, sealed, black vinyl, $29.99. Also, Stevie Ray Vaughan, The Sky is Crying, a music on vinyl press, $34.99. Greg, I wish I could ship to Canada. If I could ship to Canada for $7, that'd be amazing. But I hear y'all are about to join the United States, so welcome. Meatloaf is clear, $34.99. Clear vinyl on Bad Out of Hell, $34.99. We have MC5. That's also on clear vinyl. That's part of the Atlantic 75th anniversary. Sealed, $29.99. Gary Wellman, you get Paul Revere for $15. Thank you, Gary. That is so do you. Next is Marvin Gaye, What's Going On Live. That is the complete album done live for $29.99. Herman's Greatest Hits, that's sealed, $27.99. Their 16 greatest hits, that's also on clear vinyl. And Television Marquee Moon, a 2020 ultra clear vinyl, sealed, $32.99. Don't you want to be a part of the great? Well, you probably not, because your profile picture is literally a Canadian maple leaf. So probably, I have a feeling you're not ready to join the mighty United States, right? Evidently, Greg profile picture is literally the Canadian maple leaf. I don't think he's ready to get absorbed by the United States of America. It sounds like he's got some Canadian pride. Nothing wrong with that. We have a lot of American pride here. Journey's at 18 with Carla Brecky. Paul's out. Sell that to Carla for $18. And that's gone. And I lost Weymouth on these. I guess we didn't do our deal. These were $27 and $27.99. And I think I offered him those for $22 and $22. But I never did hear back from him. So those are available. So it's the logo for Air Canada. Oh, okay. I can barely see it. Air Canada. Cool. And Great Stag Flag. Yeah, that'd be cool. Man, it's cold up there. I think of Canada, I just think of cold. I know it's got to get warm at some point. I mean, it's not too far up there, but man, it's just got to be cold all the time. That's what I think. Of course, people think Tennessee's warm, sort of, but it's not. Go outside right now. Goodness gracious. Well, it's a lot warmer than it has been, I think. Return to Forever. This, Thomas, I'll do for $11. And our new buyer said, I filled out the new person on the side. Okay, thank you and welcome. I'll do $11 on that, $2 bump. And I paid on how much will it take to get my Christmas presents. Right now, we have Ed just told me that they hadn't started shipping Monday's payments. Okay? They're almost done with last week. More people paid on Monday than ever before in the history of Collectco. We also sent out more invoices. We sold more invoices, we sent out more invoices on Monday than ever before since I've been doing this. And more people paid. 67% paid by the end of the day. We'd never had that happen before. Hundreds of orders immediately, like 500 plus. If y'all have ever had to pack up stuff, y'all know how long that takes. We've got 3 or 4 full-time people now working around the clock almost. Like literally. Brian and Melanie just left. Tanner will be back here in about 4 hours. I'll probably still be here. And they're going to come in and start shipping again. We have a lot of packages to get out. They're eventually going to get it caught up. But we have a problem, but it's a good problem. We are selling so much. We have never hit these kind of numbers before. I knew we had goals for the first year. Not only are we meeting them, but we're about to surpass them. I'm going to have to readjust my goals for the year because I told y'all we was going to be starting 2 hours earlier, and we have a huge backlog all of a sudden of orders. And as you see, every time you see a record go over here, that's an order. Hopefully it's combined with somebody else's, but every time you'll see a record go over here, think about that. That's a good chance that's another package they're having to pack up. So there we have it. All right. Look at a map. I'm south of Northern California. Wow. I never thought about it that way. Wow. Lowest on Stevie Ray Vaughan, $28. It's marked $34.99, $28 on that. Okay, let me make sure I didn't miss anything else. And less annoying. No, I'd rather have y'all paid. So I'd rather have y'all paid on time. And then they have a big backlog because most people pay on Tuesday, Wednesday, and by Friday, most of Monday's invoices have paid. You know, unless it's just for some reason somebody's had a problem or, you know, they're locals and they're going to pick them all up. So, rival Amazon. I don't know about that. I don't know if I can. I don't know if I can do that. I would like to get in with their people who do their vinyl department and work together maybe one day, but we got a long ways to go. Stevie Ray Vaughan, 28 on that. Let's keep rolling here. Let's run through those one more time. That was great stuff. Buy it now, best offer. We can almost condense them with that other crate, which means we've sold a whole nother crate here past 11:30, which is just insane. Once again, as y'all see, it is a lot. So he's passing. This is a music on vinyl pressing for $28 if anybody wants it. Those new are $39.99. So, Michael, before you say pass for sure, 28, pretty good price. We have Jay Giles Bloodshot. That's in shrink on red vinyl, $29.99. Genesis 3 Sides Live, $34.99. Genesis, $34.99. The Sting soundtrack, $19.99. Mark, Don, and Terry. Keep in mind, that's members of Grand Funk with Terry Knight, which they were known as the Pack, pre-Grand Funk Railroad. That's probably some pretty good listening there. It's a compilation. You've seen Mark, Don, and Mel. That's Grand Funk Railroad. $34.99. Also, Velvet Underground Lou Reed, $79.99. And then we have Trace's Classic 4, $9.99. No, they hadn't because I hadn't reached back out to that guy. That guy has, I think, said, when are you going to call me? And I haven't yet. News Channel 5, Santana, $19.99. And then we have Allen Ginsberg, $49.99. First Blues. The Pretenders, back on the Chain Gang, $12.99. Heavy metal. That's okay, I understand. Valley, Frankie Valley, $9.99. Country Joe McDonald was $14.99. Alan Parsons Project, $19.99. We have Elvis is $19.99. And we have Blood, Sweat, and Tears, Child is Father to the Man, $19.99. JoJo Gunn, VG Plus, $9.99. Jethro Tull, $19.99. Jethro Tull, $19.99. Sheena Easton, EX, $12.99. Supertramp is a really nice copy of Crime of the Century. Bloody Well Right, it is very nice. Dreamers on there. Next record is Pictures at an Exhibition, and I have failed to mention this is a German press. Very beautiful vinyl. A German press of that, $19.99. We have Charlie Ventura and his band in concert, $9.99. Rico Kasich was $24.99. The Tubes was VG Plus, $14.99. That's called The Tubes now. The Card's Greatest Hits is $34.99. The Best of Peter, Paul, and Mary, VG Plus, $14.99. Paul Revere and the Raiders with Mark Lindsay. There's another one, EX, $17.99. That's called The Great Raider Reunion. We sold earlier like a hits compilation. The Pretenders, Learning to Crawl. It's got some really cool original newspaper clippings with it about the Pretenders, $29.99. This is sealed, $19.99. And I just remembered, let me pause. I forgot, I pulled these out earlier to make space. I had 2 box sets from the new stuff earlier I didn't show. And this is $499.99. This is Fleetwood Mac. They only did 2,000. They're limited and numbered. This is number 1295. This is self-titled Rumors, Tusk, Mirage, and Tangle in the Night on colored vinyl. That is sealed, $499.99. I forgot about that one. And then I had 2 other box sets of Neil Young. Neil Young, Return to Greendale. That's sealed for $49.99. and Neil Young After the Gold Rush, that was sealed for $69.99. I forgot about those. Those should have been in our bins of new arrivals I went through earlier when I was doing a recap. Deep Purple is a 78 German pressing, a powerhouse. That's another German copy, $34.99. Eric Clapton is $34.99 and 83 UK. We have Grand Funk Phoenix. Grand Funk is in shrink wrap, $24.99. That's a really nice copy. Speaking of Grand Funk, speaking of Neil Young After the Gold Rush, there's a 2009 Palace pressing, $49.99. Led Zeppelin, a sealed remaster, $29.99. Meatloaf, a sealed reissue on clear vinyl, $34.99. MC5 is $29.99 back in the USA. Marvin Gaye, What's Going On, $29.99. Herman Hermit's Greatest Hits is sealed, $27.99. And Television, $32. Will the Fleetwood Mac ever mid? No, it will not. I'll make sure it doesn't. No. I have a feeling it's either going to sell here to a fair offer or I'm going to list it on Discogs. Let me check it on Discogs, actually. Let's see how Paul arrived at that number. Let me see if my Discogs app is working. It was last night. No, not DoorDash. My phone wants me to open DoorDash every time. Not right now. I wish. There's no restaurants that will probably deliver. Fleetwood Mac. So, yeah, the last one sold for $479.17, and that was overseas. And then another one sold back in August for $455, and he's got that price. It looks like he's got that price very fairly. There's 5 in the United States. Yeah, and I think those look like they're open. So yeah, he's got that price pretty fair. There's no extras. I think what it is, it seems like it's one of the few ways I think you can get some of those on colored vinyl, and it's numbered, and it's the. Well, I'll tell you one thing. For Completist, they made other Fleetwood Mac box sets. They made another one for the earlier years, and I think that one is like unlimited. So I think for a lot of the Completists, they only did 2,000 of these. So I think that's kind of the demand for it, is for that reason. And plus, it's on colored vinyl. What I was going to say, I think it's got to be one of the few ways. I haven't seen many of those other albums before on colored vinyl. Maybe Rumors, but not the other ones, okay? Gary Wellman on Clapton for $29. That was Timepieces. That was right in here, right? Yep, sell that to Gary Wellman for $29. We have Television. That is Hermit's Television. C. Thomas, I'll go ahead and sell that to you for $25. Question, what would you recommend? For far as like brand new stuff, I always tell people to go with Technics or Audio Technica, I guess is what it's called now. But there's probably more people watching, Ron, that can answer that better. I don't get into the equipment. I don't get to the equipment as much. Greg Murray on Santana for $15. Greg, was that for the Abraxas? Where did you see that? No, the Greatest Hits. Sell that to Greg for $15. And then we have GF for $17. That was Grand Funk Phoenix. Sell that to C. Thomas. Yeah, this is the Buckingham Nicks era. This is the Buckingham Nicks era. That is the first album, the self-titled one, when Lindsey and Stevie joined, and then Rumors, and then Tusk, and then Mirage, and then Tango in the Night. So yeah, what I was saying, like I've never seen that on green vinyl or whatever color they did that one on, violet. So yeah, and it looks like Tusk is on green or silver. That's pretty cool. So that's really the only way that's just been boxed together. That's the only way that's been boxed together. They're all brand new and sealed. That's pretty cool. I'm surprised no one bought it earlier. I know it's pricey, but it's there it is. And then Stevie Ray, no, it's still available. It was marked 35. I said I would do 28 on it. Yeah, Audio Technicas or Fluence 65. Well, that's a vintage one. Project. Yeah, there's some good. Ron, that's all great suggestions. Project, Audio Technicas, Fluence. Those are all great suggestions there. Marianne wants Stevie Ray Vaughan for 28. Yeah, those are all great. I don't, split hairs on the equipment. We have great stuff here. We test records on and we list records on. But, Ron, you're getting into a whole world there. There's YouTube videos. Just get on YouTube and search what's the best record players. And, man, and then you'll probably go to one video after another. There's channels and all kinds of stuff on there. So in that brown box, there were 2 Gino Vanelli Brother to Brother albums. I'll take the best copy. Okay. I think those are pretty accessible. If this is the leftovers here from last night, there's the Beck's Beiderbecke stuff. Let me see. Okay, it's not in there, or was it? They were both in sleeves. There's the Beck's Beiderbecke. It must be in the other box. Let me figure out what I've done with it. Beck's, let's see here. Yeah, audio, probably Ron for a smaller budget, Audio Technica, and I can even get you one. If you send me a message, that way I'm reminded, and Ed will remind me as well. We can get our main distributor for new vinyl. We're a dealer through them of Audio Technica. The problem is shipping. They ship it to us for free, but to get it to you, I can get you at pretty much the same retail price. You'll see them everywhere else, because a lot of that's what they call UMAP, which means if you sell it, you have to follow specific pricing guidelines. Some people do, some people don't. But you'll just have to pay shipping. But I can get great new turntables. Audio Technica, yeah, 200, 250. Some are 275. What am I looking for? Gino Vanelli, and I thought it was in that box. Let me figure out what I've done with that. I didn't put it back over there. It's not here. And we went through more than one box. Oh, I bet it's over here. Yeah, it's over here on this cart. Let's see here. That was the front. Yep, there's Fats. I'm close. There's Brooke Benton. Which one did we go through first? It was in the second crate. Whatever one it was in a sleeve. Here we go. Or maybe it wasn't. Oh, this one's perfect. Yeah. Yeah, there you go. Gino Vanelli. Almost tripped over my extension cord. $6.99. Yep. Okay. So this is Never Start. Yeah, don't get Victrola or Crosley, okay? So yeah, this is sold for $6.99, and this is sold to whom? John Smetzer. John, that's a nice clean copy. It even has a promo sticker on the back, $6.99, okay? We're streaming live right now from Facebook and YouTube. It's simulcast. Okay? Yeah, and that's a good point. So if you play your records on a Crosley, that's bad. You want something with a counterweight arm, because those cheap record players, if this is the groove of the record, the needle is basically plowing up the grooves, because it's a heavy arm. It's probably a cheap stylus, and it's a heavy arm, and you're literally just destroying the records. Those are about only good for playing cheap records, or, whatever it may be. But yeah, make sure you're using something with a counterweight. You've seen those counterweights. That will get the arm balanced, where it's just basically floating down in the grooves, okay? You don't want it literally plowing it up, okay? We call Crosleys here vinyl plows. We have seen records before. We have to discard them sometimes. We've seen records before like, oh, that's been played on a Crosley. It's literally plowing up the records. And some people be like, oh, it sounds great. We're not talking about sound quality. We're talking about doing destruction. And plus, over here, with this new vinyl, people buy new LPs and they'll be like, Chad, this is skipping. And I'll be like, what's your record player? And they'll say, they'll send us a picture and it'll be a Crosley. I'm like, you can't play these new LPs on a Crosley. They just really don't work, okay? You got to have a good player. Plus, you do not want to be buying a $40 record and playing it on a $40 record player. That doesn't make any sense, okay? But I found out I had a person who was buying hundreds and thousands of dollars worth of new vinyl, and I found out they were playing it on a Crosley. And I was like, take that outside right now and just go throw it in the dumpster. You have bought $3,000 worth of new vinyl from us, and you're just destroying them. Take your Crosley and just go toss it in the dumpster. And then spend money on a good record player. Okay, let's transition to something different. Let's see what else we can come up with tonight. We have had a lot of fun going through these albums. And let's see here. I probably need to stop at one. There's two things I need to do. I need to be working on tomorrow's sale. I need to be working on tomorrow's sale, and we need to be. I got to get back to where I'm stopping early enough where I can get to the gym. I'm going way too late, and I'm not sleeping well, and as usual, I'm not eating right, and I'm also not exercising. And we want Chad to live a long, healthful life. So my biggest problem right now is I'm staying up way too late, and I got to get back to where I'm stopping early enough to get to the gym. Otherwise, all this I'm doing is pretty much for nothing, okay? And we don't want that. So I'm going to probably don't have T-shirts. No, when we do T-shirts, they'll be auctioned. We can't show those late at night. We have some T-shirts that are $50. We probably have some T-shirts that are $250. We're going to have to research all those. I'm going to step over here. If y'all can still hear me, I'm walking around. I'm going to try to find something random to go through, maybe a miscellaneous tub, maybe Fred. I don't really know. I've condensed all that. We've condensed these. We've done a lot of condensing tonight. Let me take this off the table and bring up something new. Paul Brothers, you sure don't want to make an offer on Fleetwood Mac? I just looked it up on Discogs. I kind of know the comps on it. If you want to make an offer, I'll do it. Fred folders and Fred envelopes. That's what I'm trying to find. I just don't know where they are. I kind of need to start going through those again so we can do that. If anybody's interested in that Fleetwood Mac, I was hoping to sell that tonight, but if we don't strike a deal, that's okay. I don't mind hanging on to something like that. Let me bring this crate up here, and I'll be posting another video in the morning. I still think there's some stuff. What happened to that Warren Zevon? I never did see that. Somebody asked for that last night. It was that Warren Zevon Preludes. I've got another crate of stuff. Somebody sent me, it was Aaron Below. I never did see that. It was a Warren Zevon. It's a record store day deal. But I never did see that in a bin tonight. Unless I pulled it and I don't remember it. Fleetwood Mac, 325. And then Pass from Paul, Testament. Joshua, all of our new vinyl is sticker price. New vinyl is sticker price. So Testament has to be $38.99. John Kaiser, Fleetwood Mac. Let's see here. Is this one sealed? Okay, that one's sealed, isn't it? Okay, I see probably the one you're looking at. Problem is shipping that thing. Okay, that one's open. Yeah, Journeyman sold. Yeah. John, let's do a $15 bump, and I'll sell it to you. And that would be $340. Okay. And I see the one that I see the one probably you're looking at as well. Let's do $340 though, and I'll sell it to you. Let me see what I got over here. If my mic cuts out, hopefully it doesn't. I'm over here talking and looking. Let me see what I got. There's a big empty box. Let me see what's in here. This is full of Fred randomness. Mostly books and magazines. Let me see what's underneath it. And then we got this is like more Fred randomness. Some of the stuff I just need to go through and don't really need to even show it. Movie magazines. Golly. Got so much stuff here. This is a huge box of movie magazines. And then these are CDs that need to be shown. That's CDs. And then this is more CDs. These are CDs I hadn't gone through yet, though. All right. I'll bring these closer so we have these to... I got CDs. This might not be a bad thing to go through right now. I just hadn't told anybody that I was going to have them. Could y'all hear me? Was my mic even on? I hope you, I can't know. I don't know if my mic's in range whenever y'all go over. So, all right. This is sold to John Kaiser for $340. Thank you, John. That is sold to you. Greatly appreciate it. We've had some big purchases tonight. Man, we've had some big purchases tonight. I did find a tub of CDs. That might be better than me digging any further for Fred packets, because I see some pretty cool CDs. And I see some really good CDs. And I'll go ahead and get started. And then we'll, I mean, gosh, there's some, what is this stuff here? Yeah, I think y'all are going to like some of these. All right. These are all $9.99, okay? $9.99. Arion, Streams of Passion, featuring Arion live in the real world. Let's go through some of these right quick, and then I'll see what else I can go through. We'll start with these. Here is Streams of Passion again, Arion. 1 disc, 2 experiences, CD and DVD, flip side. More Arion. This is Day 11, Love. That looks like a single. How about Arjun Anthony Lucasen, Star 1? That's probably pretty pricey, $9.99. More Arion, Actual Fantasy. More Arion. The Best of Gene Autry, 2 CD, 30 track. The Beach Boys Pet Sounds, it's in stereo and mono. Stereo and mono. BTO, Bob and Turner Overdrive, Not Fragile. We have Dreams Come True, Marcia Ball, Angela Strahili, and Luann Barton. The Best of the Band, rest in peace, Garth Hudson. We have Philip Bailey, Family Affair. Count Basie and his orchestra, Good Times Blues. Beach Boys, Made in USA. And just for $9.99, The Beatles Love. That's a great price on that. And DVD audio disc, Beatles Love, $9.99. All those are $9.99. Where's all those Arion collectors at? That usually stuff's pretty good stuff there. And I think there's even more in here. Let me grab another handful right quick and see what we have. And I have... any of the Beatles have Elvis on them? I'll check right quick. We have first, though, we have Patricia Barber, Cafe Blues. We have Black Sabbath, Heaven and Hell. Black Violin. And the London Sessions, Mary J. Blige. And Bauhaus, Go Away White. Roads to Madness gets the Beatles Love for $9.99. These are all $9.99. Roads to Madness, let me make sure this is in here. And it looks good. Yeah. One like this I want to check right quick. Nice. Feels like that's a great price on that. That's sold to Road to Madness, the Beatles Love, and this here. I know I should listen to those. People's been telling me to listen to Arion lately, and I haven't. So that's a good stack of CDs there. Stream of Passion. Stream of Passion, Stream of Passion, Arion, 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 Best of Gene Autry, Beach Boys, Bachman Turner Overdrive, The Best of Bands, sold to Sherry Darnell for $9.99. And Joshua wants Black Sabbath, Heaven and Hell. Heaven and Hell. And Sherry Darnell on the band. Let me go grab those magazines, Regina. We'll go through them right quick. They got to be gone through at some point. If anybody decides you want anything else in there, let me know. I'm going to stack those right there, and I'm going to stack these right there on top of them. You buy them now, or they might get sold later. Sherry Darnell and the Beach Boys for $9.99. Thank you, Sherry. That is sold to you. So here's the tub. Look at this. Am I plugged up to my generator? Yeah. All right, look at this. There's a whole tub. We've got 50 tubs like this. We probably have stored around this building, just where we've bought them in collections, here, there, everywhere. So it's a lot. All right, give me 1 second. Bauhaus is Go Away White. Go Away White, Bauhaus. All right. Oh, man. Now, these black tubs, they're stacked over here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tall, 7 wide, and they go about 5 deep to the wall, and that's all full of random miscellaneous stuff. I don't know what's in it. I don't know. You don't know, and nobody knows. Here's another tub of CDs. I see Poison. I see The Police. I see Pink Floyd. That sounds pretty good. Let me put these right there. And then here was that box of magazines I was talking about to Regina. Let's go ahead and try to go through these. She's looking for Elvis Presley. She needs the King. The King. Still looking for an Elvis Presley signed album myself. Can't get one. Expensive, rare, hard to get. Bauhaus, Johnny Mitchell. Noah, let me know if you want Bauhaus. If not, I'm going to sell it to Noah Farrell, okay? First thing, next thing. I have Movie Line, March 1997, Cameron Diaz cover. Movie Line, Kim Basinger, April 97. We have USA Series presents 56 years of award-winning films. This is some sort of anthology. We have Entertainment from 1995. Bronson as Bond. That's pretty cool. Advertising GoldenEye. Kristen Slater and John Travolta on the cover. Some sort of photos and books. I'm not for sure what that is. And we have Entertainment Weekly, Are They Worth It? Entertainment Weekly, TV's Winners and Losers. Entertainment Weekly, there's Elaine, 1996. The Movie Greats magazine, 1971. Entertainment Weekly, 95. Modern Screen magazine, Ted Kennedy, Ethel, Joan, Jackie. What year is this? Jackie Stays Away. That's obviously post-64. This mentions Elvis. Why Elvis Sent His Way. Modern Screen magazine. Here's some early stuff here. Photo Play, Greer Garson Search, Photo Play, Rita Hayworth. Photo Screen magazine, Audrey Hepburn. That's pretty cool. If you see something you're interested in, let me know. I'll give you a price on it. TV Fan magazine and Movie Play magazine. All right, let's go through some CDs then. I'll get all those priced and put out in the store. This is sold to Donna Mitchell. Okay, Bauhaus is sold. Do I have any Trivium? I don't have any Trivium, but I probably need to order some more. Let's go through another handful of CDs right quick. Let's grab some more CDs and let's see what we have here, okay? Give me 1 second. Let me twist these this way, twist these that way so I can read them a little bit better. And these are all $9.99. This is George Benson. That's right, $9.99. George Benson and Al Jarreau giving it up. George Benson, Absolute Benson. Bee Gees, Children of the World. All Aboard, John Denver. Also, the Beach Boys, Greatest Hits, Volume 1, 20 tracks. The Beatles, Yellow Submarine Songtrack, great mastering on that. Beckley, Lom Wilson, Like a Brother, and Jay Beckenstein, Eye Contact, $9.99. Yeah, they're not making the Palace. They're making them at 2 LP, but they're not pressing them in Germany. There's a Palace plant in the United States that's called something else. They're making them there now. They're not making them in Germany anymore. George Benson, Bee Gees, John Denver, Beach Boys, Beatles, and Becky Lamb Wilson and Jay Beckenstein. Those are all $9.99. The book that mentions Elvis, you got it. Let me find that right quick. And that is, it was the movie screen right here. Yeah, Modern Screen magazine. Appears to be in very good condition. I'll do that for $10, Regina. $9.99, $10, whichever you want to do it. Noah wants the Beatles song track. That's so to Noah. We have Paul Brothers on the Beach Boys. That was sealed, by the way. And Sherry Darnell on the Bee Gees. That's all sold. Those are still available if anybody wants them. Let me grab another handful. This box says movie magazines. This came straight from Fred's Garage. 1950s to 1990s. 1950s to 1990s. Looks like there's a big mixture. So Elvis could appear on either one of these. You never know. We have Modern Scene. Eddie Returned to His Own Children. Here's a big bundle of Screen Thrills Illustrated. That sounds interesting. Screen Thrills Illustrated? What's these look like? Okay, they're just photos. But man, look at these. The Sinister Spider, the Marx Brothers, and Sabu. And then this one has the Phantom on it, Action Peaks, Red Skeleton, The Secret of Treasure Island. Look at all that. What's this? This is a movie poster book. 1968. Days of Thrills and Adventure. That looks pretty cool. It's got all kinds of movie posters in it. And then Screen Thrills Illustrated, Batman's Robin. Wow, these are pretty cool. Ooh, look at that one. This one has the Beatles and James Bond on it. Screen Thrills Illustrated. What year? This has got to be, what, 64? Captain America, Robin Hood. Somebody needs to do a bundle deal. There's an earlier one there. Look at the artwork on that one. Screen Thrills Illustrated. I've had this stuff for a few years. I've never even looked through it before. This box I've had this box for 3 years. I've never looked through it before till right now. Skill 3's Illustrated. Look at that. Batman, Robin. Got some cool stuff on there. But look at this one. And that's where they stopped. So yeah, if anybody wants a bundle deal on those, let me know. That's some pretty cool magazines there. That was the Beatles' Yellow Submarine. Yeah, that was the song track. It's actually got more music on it, and they're better mixes. Okay? Regina said she does want the modern screen. Sell that to Regina for $9.99. Thank you, Regina. And then the next thing we have is the $64,000 question inside the story of movie TV family album. There's Jackie Onassis. There's John Lennon. There's Batman. Photo Play, Ted Kennedy's wife, Ted Kennedy's friend. People Magazine, Prince, Richard Burton. Mel Gibson, Us. Entertainment Weekly. Entertainment Weekly. These are 90s. Entertainment Weekly. We have Entertainment Weekly. Friends. What's this guy's name? I'm not for sure. And then Denzel Washington and Sandra Bullock. Bundle Screen Thrills. Yeah, let me check on a couple. I have a price in mind just off the top of my head, but since you're buying all of them or interested in all of them, let me check on a couple right quick. I've never seen these before. Let me check on a couple right quick, Michael. That's probably the best ones I've seen so far. Screen Thrills Illustrated. Let's see here. I mean, I have a feeling most of them are going to be $10 and $15 or 15, 20, 10, 15, 20. Let's see here. Yeah, there's that one. There's that one. So this one sold $14.07 plus shipping. There's where the Bond one sold for $15.95 plus shipping. Here's where this one sold for $20 plus shipping. This one 1 through 10, $80. So yeah. So first thing we have is, let me see what I got here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I'm going to put that in there with it, and we'll say $100. And they're in pretty good, they're in good condition, not pretty good. We'll say they're in pretty good to great condition, if those adjectives make sense. Like, we'll take a peek. Looks like they're pretty solid. It looks like they got photos and information about all these movies and TV shows that's on the front. Looks like some pretty cool stuff. So 11 for 100. Cracked. Yeah, we've already went through those. Fred had a whole collection of Cracked and Mad. We went through those one night about a year ago. We're approaching the 1-year anniversary of me showing Fred stuff live here. We started going through, I've had Fred stuff in storage for a long time. We're just now really going through it for the first time. This deep cut stuff. A year ago was the true first time. What was the other thing? What do you run tonight? We're going through CDs and right now magazines. Entertainment Weekly bundle. Do you want all of them that's been shown so far? I think there's more coming up. Let me go ahead and pull out the ones that's been shown already. Okay. And there's Entertainment Weekly, just Entertainment Weekly, right? Okay, we can do that. And I'll pull out the Us and People. Or do you want kind of like a 90s? Do you want to stick with a 90s theme or just do the Entertainment Weeklies? Was there more in here? I think there's going to be more in the future. And we need to go through another handful of CDs. There's Entertainment Weekly. And then there's Entertainment Weekly. There's Entertainment. There's Entertainment. There's entertainment. And then movie. Okay, so just the one shown already. So these will do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I like that one. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And then we'll go ahead. That's 11. Let's stick with the 90s theme here, and I'll pull out the us and the people. And I think that's all the 90s stuff. And I lost count there. Let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 15 at $5 a piece would be $75. $5 a piece would be $75. Michael's going to pass on these. There's 11 of these screen thrills illustrated, 11 for 100, and then there's 15 90s magazine lots here for 75. Now let's go through another stack of compact discs right quick. Looks like there's some pretty good stuff in here. Let me get them sorted here where I can go through them better. And let's see here. All these are $9.99. And Movie Line. Yeah, I put those in there. Yeah, I put those in there too. They're in there too. I did not have 010110. 75. Yeah, just $5 each on those since you're buying them all. Since you're buying that many. And because, I mean, my kind of thought on these would be $7 or $10 a piece if you're buying them all. And my kind of thought when I priced these would probably be $15 a piece. So that's why I came up with less than 10. So yeah, 75 for those 15. Those are sold to Paul Brothers. That's that bundle. That's those 15. Let's put that in the crate. Let's show a stack of CDs right quick. We have David Benoit, One Step of the Way. David Benoit, Freedom at Midnight. Tony Bennett, Duets 2. Tony Bennett and K.D. Lang. Tony Bennett, Playing with My Friends. Bennett Sings the Blues. Eric Benyet, it has a little mark over, A Day in the Life. This is Believer, Dimensions. Oleta Adams, Evolution. Anita Baker, Giving You the Best That I Got. Anita Baker, Rhythm of Love. Bob Belden, Black Dahlia. Bix Betterback, and Beck and Sanborn. That's Jeff Beck and David Sanborn. Those are all $9.99. Okay, let's go through another stack of magazines. We're alternating. Regina convinced me to bring these over and hunt for Elvis, and now we're selling a bunch of stuff. And Paul, I think I have found more to add maybe to a future bundle. We'll see here, though. There's some cool stuff here. We have Entertainment Weekly, A Time to Kill. Entertainment Weekly, 100 Greatest Summer Songs. Entertainment Weekly, Ellen DeGeneres. Brandon Lee, that's pretty cool. Brandon Lee at Entertainment Weekly. Also, Entertainment Weekly, Entertainment Weekly, Entertainment Weekly, Meryl Streep. Who was on this one? Sharon Stone and Sylvester Stallone. Who is on this one? I'm not for sure. Oh, there they are. Ralph Fiennes. Oh, I see them now. Okay. Meryl Streep. We have Entertainment Weekly. That's pretty cool. And then Susan. And then Courtney Love. Ooh. Courtney Love. And then we have Entertainment Weekly, Jim Carrey. Entertainment Weekly. Entertainment Weekly, Twister. And then we got Movie Line with Denzel Washington. Antonio Banderas. Movie Line. Val Kilmer. That's cool. Batman's Val Kilmer. Johnny Depp, October 94. Man, Marissa Tomei, Seinfeld. That's some good covers on those. I mean, those are like major. Those are cool. All those movie lines there in Entertainment Weekly. That's pretty cool stuff. I have no idea what we have in the metal CDs. We have about 50,000 CDs. I'm showing them all at random. All CDs are being shown at random. There is no telling. We had some metal right then, and then who knows? I'm about to show another handful here, and these are all $9.99. Okay? We have Bo Bice 3, Bo Bice 3, Bo Bice See the Light, Bo Bice The Real Thing, Bo Bice Inside Your Heaven Vehicle, We have Bo Bice and Sugar Money. The Dickie Betts Band, Pattern Disruptive. Also Matricia Berg and Count Basie. And this is Count Basie Jam. Those are all $9.99 each. Now, Paul, if you want to keep your bundle going, I don't know if you want to price on all those, but it'll be around the same price if you're interested in the rest of those. And I think there's even more. I think it gets even deeper in here. Yeah. This is a big box I'm pulling these out of. He asked as soon as I told him. Let's see. I tell you what, though, they're not really dusty, but this kind of stuff gets to my allergies. Let's see. Let's see. There's another one. Man, I know some people, I probably could auction that tomorrow that would want that and that. 1, 2, 3. There's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That one's cool. 9 for the Nirvana fans. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. 19, let's see. The last was $15.75. That's 19. We'll do 85 on those. That is less than $5 a piece on those. Sherry Darnell wants to Count Basie for $9.99. Thank you, Sherry Darnell. That's sold to Sherry for $9.99. There's another bundle possibly for Paul. We'll say 85 on that. That's 4 more for just $10 more than the last ones. Let's grab another handful of CDs here. Yeah, see, some of this stuff's in alphabetical order. And I'm going to show you a whole batch here of one artist, okay? Let me get all these out. These are all $9.99. It's pretty much the same artist. So let me know the name of the album, okay? Let me know the name of the album you want. And this is all from the same artist pretty much. Let me make sure. Yeah, this is all from the same artist. May have to pick up, no problem. So let's sell these to Paul. I think there's like 2 more handfuls, okay? And then these are all going to be gone. Those are sold. That's the next bundle. Let me put something in between. I'm going to put a sticky note so whoever tags, they know. And then here is this. And those are sold to Paul. And now I'm going to put another sticky note on top of them. All right, and so these are all by the same artist, and they're $9.99. Honkin' on Bobo. Honkin' on Bobo. Ultimate Aerosmith Hits. I Don't Want to Miss a Thing. Promo single from Armageddon. 9 lives. Just push play. Make sure you comment the name of the album. Best of Aerosmith. Little South of Sanity. Get a Grip. And now we're moving to a different artist. Herb Albert. And this is Lorindo Almeida and Bud Shank. Those are all $9.99. So all the Aerosmith, $9.99. And that was Honkin', Ultimate, the promo, I Don't Want to Miss a Thing, 9 lives, Just Push Play, Best of, Little South of Sanity, Get a Grip, and then the Herb Albert and the Lorindo Almeida. Lorindo Almeida. Yeah, we actually had we have a group chat here at Coletco, and they messaged the other day. It's like, is Paul Brothers picking up his Laserdisc player? And I was like, well, I hope he is, because I think we had negotiated a price where he would be picking that up. And they was like, well, do we need to ship it? And I was like, well, we can ship it if he wants to pay shipping. But they was like, okay, we'll hold them. All right, we have more. Movie Life. There's Movie Life. There's Jackie when she remarried the billionaire. There's more Jackie Onassis. There's Screenplay with who? I'm not for sure. Goldie Hawn. Goldie Hawn. There is more Jackie Onassis. Hey, that one's cool. This is on what would have been their 16th anniversary. There's more Jackie. War Jackie. Boy, she was popular, wasn't she? And then there's Photo Screen. And there's One People Weekly. One People Weekly. And that's it of the magazine box. No Aerosmith CD buyers. That's okay. Oh, no, I have another handful here. We'll pause on those. And I do have more 90s looking ones here. There's People. That's 1996. and then photo screen, and lots of Jackie Onassis. Miss Onassis. If y'all have watched Seinfeld, you know what I'm picking up. If you're local, like Paul, like you are, and anybody else listening, and y'all want to message the page, Monday, the days we're closed, like Monday and Tuesday, it truly isn't the best time to come in, but if you give Ed and Tanner a heads up, a big customer like you, Paul, that buys a lot, and people that are, it's tough to get here because they're out of town, we can make sure your stuff's ready. You tell us you're going to be here, or like, hey, I'm leaving Murfreesboro. We will hook you up, okay? Here is the last of the movie box. Movie line, Sandra Bullock. Movie line, Charlie Sheen. Movie line, Sharon Stone. This is Journal. Let's take a look at these. This is Journal, Elizabeth Taylor. Journal, Bert, and Lonnie Anderson. All this reminds me of Seinfeld because they talk about some of these people in Seinfeld. People Weekly. Hooked. People Weekly. Tom Cruise, The Sexiest Man Alive, 1990. Thank You, Johnny. Johnny Carson, Farewell. And What a Year. Wow, look at that one. 1993. Bill Clinton, Princess Diana, Barney's on there. Hillary, Elvis. Now, why is Elvis on there? 1993. Interesting. Why is Elvis on there? Okay. But now Regina's going to want it. Regina's going to want it because Elvis is on there. I'm trying to figure out why was he on a 1993? What happened in that? Look, there's Barney. Barney's 10 videos have sold more than 4 billion copies. I know. I had one as a kid. Diana. Let me figure out what the Elvis... I'm kind of curious at this point. Where's the Elvis article? Somebody probably can Google it faster. Why was Elvis... Some interesting stuff in here. Whoopi Goldberg. Let's check the table of contents. I don't see them. Maybe they just threw it on there for the heck of it. The King, here we go. 114. It is Dead or Alive. Elvis Presley was wanted man on the campaign trails as the Rock King helped turn election night to one of the most wiggiest on record. He had something to do with the election. He had something to do with the election. 114. The King and I. Did Bill Clinton play his music or something? Clinton establishes his Elvis credentials by singing a verse of Don't Be Cruel on Charlie Rose's talk show. Clinton appears on, he played the sax to Heartbreak Hotel. Sounds like Al Gore and President Bush trying to use Elvis's ample weight to Republican advantage, claims that Clinton flip-flops on issues. First one side, then the other. He's been spotted in more places than Elvis Presley. Now, that's pretty funny. Jay Leno remarks that Elvis was spotted where Clinton has never been, the draft board. Bush again. I finally figured out why Clinton compares himself to Elvis. The minute he has to take a stand on something, he starts wiggling. Wow, that's some funny stuff. That's some funny stuff right there. That is 90s politics at its best there. Bush and Clinton. Regina, that is $9.99 and worth every penny of it. People Weekly, 1993. Paul, if you want the rest of the 90s magazines that remain for another $5 each in your bundle, let me know, okay? If you want the remaining ones there for $5 each. All the 90s themed. I think there's about, how many's left here? Maybe 8 or 10 more, 2. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and then that one. We'll do 11 for another 50 if you want them. That's another 11, and that's the conclusion of that box. Let me go back to that tub. Let me go back to that tub. All right. That is sold to Regina for $9.99. Thank you. Paul passes on these, no problem. Let's see what this other handful of stuff was out of this tub. You never know with Fred stuff. There could be anything in here. What is this? Modern Screen Service. Superstar Information Chart, 1946-1947. This has Hollywood actors' height, weight, where they're born, what they're nuts about, what colors their hair and eyes, and how many kids. 1946-1947. New stars. So there's Shirley Temple. Shirley Temple, 5 foot 3.5 inches, born in Santa Monica, California, 108 pounds, hazel hair, light brown, hazel eyes, light brown hair. She's nuts about miniatures, and she has 0 kids. Love Life used to be. Most recent pics. What happened to Shirley Temple? There it is. Love Life used to be a kid star, or is a kid star. Interesting. That's a pretty cool piece of Hollywood memorabilia, or Hollywood nostalgia. Okay, here is the next thing. Santa Claus the movie. These are promotional photos. Santa Claus the movie. 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 1985 press photos. Santa Claus the movie. Santa Claus the movie. If you need a price on anything, just let me know. I will price to it very fairly. I'm not for sure what that is. I'm not for sure what that is. Some kind of Native American stuff. Pictures of cactuses with snow. Blonde Bombshell, 1933. The Santa Claus pictures. I'll sell you all those together, Paul, for $10. I'll sell you all those together for $10. Let's see what else we got here. Have a fantastic summer from Beatty's, Murfreesboro only full-service camera shop. It's an old advertising fan from Murfreesboro. I want you to take your peel now. There's a bunch of these. I want you to take your peel now. I want you to take your peel now. I want you to take your peel now. It's like Uncle Sam. World's Greatest Salesman Award. World's Greatest Salesman Award. Some kind of bunch of laminated, just laminated stuff. I don't know. Here's some clippings. Jean Michael Vincent. The John Wayne movie poster collection. What is this here? Job description for homemaker. I want you to take your peel now. I wonder what these were used for. The Old Rules for Golfers. Nobody of the Year Award. More. Okay, let's sell the Santa Claus to Paul for $10. Thank you. Joseph Bottoms and Mickey, Jack, and Francis Kingston. Don't know what that is. This looks like John Wayne. I want you to take your peel. Burt Reynolds, Encore Graphics. That picture of Burt Reynolds. Spend wisely. This is an old. Fred used to take these old magazine clippings and board and bag them and sell them and collect them and sell them. That's from It's a Wonderful Life. Tom Selleck. Hey, there's an Elvis EP. Well, I've never seen that one before. Uh-oh, Regina. Tom Selleck. Thank you. Tom Selleck. Thank you. I don't know if I've seen that one. No disc. 479115. Man, there's a bunch of these things. There is the old rules for golf. I want you to take your peel now. And then there's one more thing in there. There's Chevy Chase. So we got Chevy or Chevy, Fred Astaire and Audrey Hepburn, Chevy, and then that's Jimmy Stewart. I think that's from It's a Wonderful Life, I think. And Hedy Lamarr, was that the other actress's name? There's Tom Selleck. That's the better stuff out of there. Regina, $10. I don't know if I've had that one before. You can buy it now. It doesn't have the record with it, or we can find the record and it's going to sell for $25 tomorrow. Your decision. And I think the rest of these are just these laminated things. Yeah. I guess I can mark these for $1 and put them out in the store. There was that. Or $4.99. I don't know. They're vintage, I guess. They're vintage laminated. They might be $5. I don't know what to do with all that. All right. What was the other interesting stuff here? The other interesting stuff was that, and then this fan, and then that chart of actors. All right, let me go get some more stuff. Elvis is sold to Regina for $10. What else is in this tub? Who knows? We got this going on for days. I've got to find a stopping point soon, though. The Circuit Rider. The Circuit Rider, 1906. Copyright 1878, copyright 1902, 1906. This is a reel-to-reel, music of Johann Strauss. That's a reel-to-reel. There's another one of those laminated. Alan Trammell, Jim Abbott, Alan Trammell. Ingrid Bergman. That's incredible. Oh, excuse me. There's Fred with Marty Robbins and some other people. There's Fred. That's whose stuff we're going through. There's Marty Robbins and some other people. There's Shirley Sky Eaton. No. Yeah. No. Yeah, I don't know how he acquired all this. That's the problem. That's the, like, I mean, if you're just new, you hadn't, I have no idea how one person I mean, he has to have been buying his entire life. Hey, that's pretty cool. Chet Atkins. I mean, he has. We know that. It's a Chet Atkins reel to reel. Classical. No. I'm trying to fix this and it's becoming more unwound. That's where the runoff starts, so we won't worry about that. Roy Rogers, Dale Evans, Roy Rogers Jr. Spike Jones, the Nutcracker Suite. Daniel, I will tag that in with your order. No problem. Thank you, Daniel. Fred, that will make Fred's day. That will make Fred's day. Hey, I see Roy Acuff now, yeah. I've seen these pop up. That guy's wearing a hee-haw hat. That's pretty cool. I'll try to get some of y'all that's bought a lot of his stuff. I got to get some other stuff to y'all, some other promotional type stuff, pictures and he wrote like a biography about himself back in the 90s, and he can probably add more to it since then. Oh gosh, I found another box of magazines. This looks like more interesting random stuff. No, they've had somewhere. I've got a stack of that. They have that photo. I've got Fred probably has it. We've ran across that multiple times. That's a well-known photo of him. I think he even had it in his house. They boxed all that up and kept all that kind of stuff. But yeah, no, I've seen that before. All right. We could be getting to some pretty cool stuff here. What did I miss here? You might want to check that label for the Scotch tape you browsed past without looking. Okay, give me 1 second. Let me see what's in here. Owen Bradley. Let's see here. All kinds of articles he kept here. I mean, Owen Bradley, that's the barn. What's it called there in Mount Juliet? Mac Wiseman. Nashville Banner. Derek Kershaw. These are all Amusement Week, Nashville Banner newspapers he's kept. Lynn Anderson, guest, the host on Mike Douglas show. The Owen Bradley, there's James Taylor. James Taylor scheduled for concert, Municipal Auditorium. He'll do 2 45-minute sets. Glenn Campbell opens. Music Week. Johnny June to film TVer in Holy Land. Elvis to record album at Knoxville shows. Wow, that's pretty cool. Yeah, let me check on some of these. Daniel, how about I just make you a deal on all of them? Let me check on some right quick. He did. Did you buy all those, Paul? Who bought all that stuff? Amusement Week. I searched Amusement Week Nashville. Nothing has sold in the last 3 years on eBay. Wow. Daniel, how about I sell you? It looked like he had kept all these in this folder, which I don't think the folder has anything to do with it. How about I say this entire folder, which has a bunch of these, Amusement Weekly, as you've seen, for, hey, that's a cool ad. That's advertising those cruising records. How about I say this entire envelope here, because I feel like individually some of those could be 10 or 15, like Elvis, Doug Kershaw, all that for $35. That's the entire thing there of clippings, $35. Now, what was the reel-to-reel y'all said check? Scotch. Scotch, this was Johnny Carson 10th anniversary show, October 1st, 1975. Interesting. Okay, here's some more stuff. Country Rhythms. Country Rhythms with Roseanne and Johnny Cash on the front. So this whole folder here sold to Daniel Rosen for $35. That should be pretty fun to go through, right? I'd even go through them all myself. And one of them mentioned Elvis recording an album in Knoxville. That's just some kind of Xerox. On Sat. I don't know what that is. There's a really old, looks like coloring book clipping. United States Senate, Fred Goodwin. This has the original Bill of Rights in it. What is this? The United States Senate. A Christmas message from your friends at Sarah Coventry. Look at that. Disc Hits, the music shop, Murfreesboro on Vine Street. If you could read my mind, Gordon Lightfoot. Have you ever seen the rain? This basically has the shop's charts, and this looks like from what? If you could read my mind, and what's some of those other ones? Osmond's. This is She's a Lady. What is that? 1971. Is there a year on this? If you could read my mind, 67. Yeah, that'd be older than that. That's pretty cool. For any Murfreesboro people watching. Looks like 67, maybe 68, right? Am I right on that? If you could read my mind, have you ever seen the rain? Oh, you'll come va. That should all, what's going on? Maybe 69? That's got to be 68, 69. I'm going to set that aside for myself if nobody wants it. Square dancing. Introduction. The square dance is an American folk dance based on weird. Hey. WKDA 1240 official Good Guys survey. The week of March 23rd. Dedicated to the one I love, mamas and papas. For what it's worth. Well, I don't know if I want to sell a couple of those things. That's pretty cool right there. And then what was this? Or if anything, I want to take a picture of it first. TV channels, some kind of clipping. Why did, man, I mean, he kept everything. It's amazing how much this man kept. I mean, here's a whole, this looks like some kind of college, high school essay paper. What are all these little clippings? Look at all this he kept. This is incredible. Look at all these little clippings of ads. Look at this. Meet the Beatles. The Beatles' second album. Kingston Trio. My Fair Lady. Those are from magazines, and he's clipped them and kind of pasted them on this board. And all that was stuck in between this essay about square dancing. All right, let's continue. Grapevine, serving the campus and the community, Fayetteville, Arkansas. This has got to be from the University of Arkansas then, right? Wow, look at that. Man, look how much those were back then in 1977. A Sanyo receiver was $329.95. My gosh, what would that be? Over $1,000? To today's money, it'd be more than that, wouldn't it? Wow, that was expensive back then. Okay, what's next? Country Sky, Social Consciousness of Country Music. Interview of Roy Clark, reviews of Lester Flatt, etc. Country Music Magazine, Emmylou Harris. The Liberty Records family. Look at all that there. All those 90s albums. Garth Brooks. Chris Ledoux. It's definitely like a newspaper article. Country Sky. Country Sky. It includes the record views insert. I'll sell that to you for $7, Daniel. I'll sell that to you for $7. John Denver. John Denver Magazine. The whole magazine on John Denver. Thank you, Paul, for tuning in. Yeah, I got to stop soon, too. We could go through this stuff forever. As y'all know, we do some nights. I mean, it's just over and over. Welcome to Mercury Country, souvenir photo album, country record, and tape catalog. Daniel Rosen sold on that for $7. Welcome to Mercury Country. Wow, this is pretty cool. Mercury Records catalog. And Another catalog. It's looks like a promotional book. It's got their current album catalogs, Jerry Lee Lewis, Tom T. Hall. This here, this don't go with it. This is something, or is it? Yeah, that's something different. What exactly is this? Bluegrass. I'm not for sure what this is. I think whatever it is, it's missing a cover, but I don't know. 15 with a country sky. So this and this for $15. Sell those both for $15 to Daniel. Okay. Academy of Country and Western Music, John Wayne Theater, Knott's Berry Farm, February 26, 1973. Academy of Country Music, 10th Annual Award Show. Song Folio, 1934. 1935. $1934. Popular songs from the 30s. Clark Gable's on the front of that one. Carole Lombard, Bing Crosby. Melody. Popular songs. Let's see here. ACM. Let's see, Academy of Country Music Award Show. They're in good condition. Looks like they've got ads, information, pictures. Fred's got some clippings here for you. Let's see what he kept in this one. New hamburger chain. This is a typical installation of the 92-unit Wendy's open in Nashville. That just made me want a Wendy's burger very quickly. Stocks. What's the article here? Oh, Charlie Rich to help open restaurant. Charlie Rich had to do something with that Wendy's. I'll say both of those for $15. There's one. What year is this one? That's 74 and that's 73 and this one's 75. Both for $15. Okay, then we got a huge packet here of song hit magazines. December of 69. Song hits. Songs and Stars 66. Songs and Stars 69. Best Songs of 69. Song Parade. Hit Parader. Super Women. Song Hits. Song Hits. Song Hits. Song Hits. Song Hits. Popular Songs. Popular Songs. Best Songs. Best Songs. So Daniel gets these two ACMs for $15. Those both sold to Daniel Rosen. And let me see what else is over here. And then I need to call it a night. All right, This is the last of the box, and then I got to stop after this because I've made a mess, and now I've got even more. This is going to take another hour to resort through these, and I'm probably need to go ahead and bag them and clean them and board them and try to sell them tomorrow during the record sale main part. Super Women Magazine. Suzanne Somers, Cheryl Ladd, Farrah Fawcett. That's pretty cool, Regina. It's got some dog-eared corners. It can be flattened, though. $10 on that, Regina. Who's on the cover of the Hit Parade? Which one did you say? Song Parade? The Song Parade? The Hit Parade? Jimi Hendrix is on the front of that one. That's pretty dang cool. Jimi Hendrix and the Experience. Is that the one you was asking about? Or the Hit Song Parade? Song Parade or Hit Parade? All right, let's go ahead and go through the next thing here. We got True Grit paperback that mentions the John Wayne movie. Regina wants the Super Women magazine for $10. Right, here is this next thing here. The Taming of the Shrew, Circuit Playhouse, William Shakespeare. Looks like a play he went to. Song Parade, okay. Popular song hits, song parade. Aha, country. Oklahoma, I don't know exactly who, but it looks like from Oklahoma. '15th Annual Grammy Awards. Country Song Roundup, Jack Green and Janie Seeley. Country Song Roundup, Nat Stuckey. Country and Western Music, Tammy Wynette. Country Music World, Mel Tillis. Country Music Reporter. Country Music Ann Murray. Country Music Jimmy Rogers. Or Tom T. Hall. Country Music Larry Gatlin. Advantage Ed Shea of ASAP. Billboard, The World of Religious Music. Songs and Stars. Herman's Hermits, Mamas and Papas. Songs and Stars. All-Time Song Hits. That's pretty cool. It has Elvis on it. Frontier West. All of these. All right. Here's what I'm going to do, Daniel. $3. I'm going to add them up as I go. 3, 6. Only 2 for that one. It's got some damage to it. That's 8. 8 and 5 is 13. And 5 is 18. And 7 is 25. And then 30 and 35. $5 each on those. So $35 for that bundle. And I think you saw how I arrived at that price. 5 and 5 and 7. And I think I said 5 and then 5 and then 2 and then 3 and 3. That should be $35 for the Country Magazine bundle. Oh, I don't know if y'all just heard my neck pop. That's because I've been standing and talking, and my hands are weak. Mom's spaghetti, arms are sweaty, and Daniel says he'll take them. Great deal. Thank you, Daniel, 35. Those are so to Daniel. Just think, all that's been boxed up over there forever. Did you have some song hits of Elvis? I will do $10 on that. That was this one right here. Fred bought it. He purchased it April 19th, 1966. It was a Tuesday. And it looks like it went on the shelf on April 12th. It looks like he bought all this stuff on a regular basis. Also, how old would have been? He was buying this stuff as a young adult, teenager. Let's see, 66. I think he was born in, let's see, 40. I bet he was in his early or mid-20s. I bet he was in his early or mid-20s when he bought those, because he's like 80, 85 right now. Did you have some Arona Grandpa? I'm not for sure what that is. Arena Grandpa? It looks like you tried to say Ariana Grande, and you got auto-corrected. That's sold to Regina for $10. It looks... Hey, I didn't even... Where did this come from? Oh, this is the rest of the stack. Oh, my bad. There's more here. There's more here, including a coverless Superman comic. A coverless Superman comic. Adventures of the Big Boy. I looked over and I seen a Superman comic, and I was like, whoa, where did this come from? Hey, there's the Roman soldiers. My dad talked about buying those when he was a kid. I need to keep that. I've been looking for one of those just loose like that. My dad bought those as a kid, and he was so disappointed. Adventures of the Big Boy. Ozark Cinema Review. Johnson Nixon Debriefed. Citizens Abroad. I don't have any Ariana Grande CDs. Music. Oh gosh. We should have stopped while we was ahead. Here's more. Oh man, this looks like all kinds of clippings. Let's just stop while we're ahead. This is a lot of stuff in here. These little packets are full of things. I'll proof through it later tonight. We'll show it tomorrow. I think it's like music magazine. It's more music stuff. Yeah. Some of the same kind of stuff we've been showing. You put all that back in there. I'll go through that later. London Records. That envelope's pretty cool. London Records. Fred Goodwin. Looks like something from London Records. I'm going to put all that back in the envelope so I know I hadn't gone through it. This is something from Rex Allen. More newspapers he kept. I don't think the envelopes have anything to do with it. I think this is just MTSU. Looks like MTSU magazines. High Fidelity magazine. Here we go. Academy of Country Music. Hey, that's your 1974, Daniel, you need. And here's country music. 2 more country music magazines. Hope Daniel's still watching. You got 72, 70, no. Yeah, you got 72 and 74. Or no, you got 73 and 75 earlier. There's 1974. And then there's 2 copies of Country Music 10th year anniversary. How about I say you both copies of that and that for $15? Maybe Daniel's still watching. He might have already got off. Maybe not. All right. He said 10. Okay. Sell those both to him for $10. You got it. That's done. Thanks everybody for watching. See y'all tomorrow at 5 p.m. We'll have all new auctions, all new records, all new everything. I was literally going to try to stop tonight at 11 o'clock. The time is now 1:42, and it's going to take me an hour to put all this away and just get back to the words, this records and everything's where I can see it again. So once again, I've dug myself into a mess. That's okay. It's been fun. And we sold a lot. Thanks everybody for watching. Good night. I'll see y'all back tomorrow at 5. I got to go find some food. I don't have a meal lined up for tonight. That's not good. That means I'm going to have to go to the old fast food. Probably go over here to Whataburger. It's been a while. It's been a while since I've hit some Whataburger up, but I'm about to do that. And we're going to clean this up. I'm going to go eat, clean all this up, and get ready for tomorrow. And we're done. Thank y'all, and good night, and see y'all tomorrow at 5 o'clock. For those that's still hanging around, I feel like I've only been talking to Daniel and Regina. I don't know if there's anybody else even. It says there's 100 and... How many people's watching? 112 people. Oh, that counts X. That's not right. There's about 67 watching, I think. I think there's about 67. If those are X viewers, then they're bots. Yeah, 29 and 37. Yeah, I bet there's about 60, 70 watching. Well, for those that hadn't said anything, good night. Thank you for watching. Thank you to Daniel and Regina for buying stuff. If they hadn't been watching, the stank, if they hadn't been watching, we wouldn't have sold anything. Daniel's a true country collector. Thank you, Daniel and Regina, a true Elvis collector. We're done. Good night, and see y'all later.